So, good evening. We are back again. My brother's just got 1 point at Stamford Bridge. Big up Graham Potter in the cup, bruv. Graham Potter FC. And we're going to talk about the Super League. It's on, it's off, it's in, it's out, it's shake it all about. And it's been the maddest 3 days of football news probably in my lifetime. And I'm kind of old. I'm 39 soon. So it's a bit of a madness. But listen, I'm going to send a link out to you guys. I'm not going to be doing this for like a 2 hour thing. It's not going to be that long. But make sure, number one, you slap these likes up through the roof if you haven't already. Number two, yeah, make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you're not already. And I'm going to stick the link out. I'm going to stick it in the chat. I'm going to pin it. It's going to be a first come, first serve basis. Right. 3 stipulations. Number one, you've got your camera on. If you come backstage without a camera on, I'm kicking you straight out. Number two, you put your name, the country you live in, and the team you support. Number three, you have 90 seconds, there or thereabouts, hence the name of the show, 90S, 90 seconds. And we're going to stick it straight in the chat. If you haven't hit a like on this video, you're an absolute waster. So make sure you're sticking the likes on the chat. It's pinned to the top. We're going to do about 45 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. First up, look at that rapid fire. My guy, what are you saying, bruv?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. What's there not to be good about? Football fans have finally found their voices after years of being bent over by footballing UEFA, bloody FIFA, football clubs, owners, you name it, mate. And like you said, your twins just got a point at Stamford Bridge. What's there not to be good about, mate?
What have you made of this whole like obviously it broke on Sunday night. It's gone absolutely mental. Like literally you can't, like, unless you live on the moon, you've heard about the Super League. Even my mum texted me earlier. Yeah, and she was like, "How's the Super League affecting your channel?" Like, bless her. Yeah, but what have you made of it? Like, firstly, are you against it? And secondly, obviously we've seen tonight a lot of the teams have apparently pulled out. Do you think it is going to happen? So firstly, are you against it? And secondly, do you think they'll pull out?
Yeah, I'm fully against it. Reason being is because I don't mind it being the Super League, but you have to have earned the right to be in the Super League. Do you know what I mean? Teams like Arsenal, Tottenham, they haven't earned that right. So this whole bullshit of, oh, you can finish 15th, 16th, 17th in the Premier League, but you're still competing against the best in the Super League, still earning a shed load of money, is exactly what the owner of this football club wants. Because he doesn't want to take the long route of, he knows as well as we do, we are at least 10 years away from ever being able to consider ourselves winning a Premier League title again, because that's how far we've fallen. You don't want to go the long route of having to rebuild this team. He wants to be able to have the money and compete with the best right now. And that's his sole aim. Money, 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 money. And the best thing that can come out of this, mate, is you've seen the momentum that's going on at the moment, all the fans and the uproar and everything. The best thing to come out of this will be if we finally stand up to this prick and get him out of our club. We need him gone. As far as the teams pulling out, I haven't seen any news on Arsenal as of yet. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, funny enough, it's all the American-owned clubs that are still in it. Funny enough, but listen, you're running out of time, my guy. And listen, go and subscribe to Brandon's channel, Brandon AFC TV. Top guy, does fan cams on here as well. Let me ask you this very quickly: do you think if we do pull out of this, do you think he will sell?
I think if you put enough pressure on on Kroenke, he will have to sell. He'll have no choice. It's time for us to take our club back. Football is built on fans. Without fans, there is no football. And I said it on another stream earlier on Terry's channel on the Football Terrace. It's fans like Turkish that I feel sorry for, because he must have been hurting badly, because
One man battle, bruv.
for the last 3 years he's been trying to get this wanker out. And nobody has really followed suit. Everybody says or tweets Kroenke out every now and again, but as soon as we sign a big name player, everything is all fine and dandy again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
So
care that you have suddenly come out the woodwork after not tweeting since October. Listen, I've got loads of people waiting, my guy. We could maybe do a stream later in the week if I get a chance. Yeah, come on.
yeah, 100%, mate. Yeah.
Brandon AFC TV. Make sure you go and check his channel out right now. Take care, man. Speak soon.
Cheers, mate.
Bye, mate. Bye. Who's up next? Who's up next? Look at this guy. He ain't even got a camera on. Bro, you're lucky you're even in my chat without no camera on, you know.
I know.
Put your camera on, man, or I'm kicking you out. Real talk, he's gone. If you ain't got a camera on, you ain't coming in, mate. It's as simple as that. My guy, Iceland in the cup, bruv. Come on. Real one.
Oh, you actually chose me.
Yeah, come on, bruv. It's in order. What are you saying?
Lee,
What do you want to talk about,
just to start off with, thank you for having me on your show. I've been wanting to talk to you since I started watching you in 2018, and yeah.
No, thank you very much, man. What do you make of this whole Super League? Obviously, you're an overseas Arsenal fan, living in Iceland. What a beautiful country, bruv. You been in Reykjavik? Apparently, they got that.
Yeah, I live in Reykjavik. I do.
Is that where you live?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bruv. That's one place. So you see the Northern Lights on a regular?
Yeah, I can look out the window here. Just straight ahead
so
and see the
jealous,
Northern Lights.
bruv. Isn't there a
But
golf
not this
course
time of
there?
year.
Bruv, isn't there a golf course there where, like in the winter time, I think it's only light for 3 hours in the day, and there's a golf course there, and they light it up at night. Is that right?
Yeah, that's accurate.
How old are you,
It's
man?
in a town not very far from here called Hafnarfjörður.
How
But
old
yeah.
are you?
16.
What do you make of this Super League? Obviously, it's dropped on the scene now. All of a sudden, everyone's trying to pull out. Apparently, there's only Man City have put an official statement out. What do you make of that? Because you obviously, as a younger Arsenal fan, you've not seen Arsenal win a league title, but you've grown up
Exactly.
in the
Exactly.
Emirates. What did you make of it? Are you different? Did you think it would be a good idea, or are you against it?
I was very against it, and I still am. I think it's unfair because these teams that have founded the Super League, these 12 teams, only are there because they are rich teams, you know. And if you look at football perspective, there are a lot of teams in the Premier League that are better than us. Let's face it. We are just a mid-table team right now, as it stands, and we do not deserve, based on our performances, to be in the Super League. And that's why I thought it was very unfair. So I'm glad it's all collapsing now.
Listen, you're very knowledgeable by the sounds of it for such a young age, and that's not trying to be patronizing either, by the way. But let me ask you this question, because like I've spoken to a lot of fans, like my girlfriend's pops, he's a Wolves fan, and he's like, just kick them all out, get rid of them. If they go, they go. Right? I spoke to a West Brom fan today. I've spoke to multiple other fans as well. Make sure you're smashing the likes up, by the way. But like I said to him when we were watching the Chelsea-Brighton game, I said, if like people talk about this pyramid of leagues and they talk about a fair playing field and integrity of the game, if that's the case, why don't they say by 2025, nobody can spend more than £100 million in one window. Nobody can have a wage bill over £150 million a year, because then there's integrity. Then it's not about money, because even though we're not going into that, or it looks like we're not going into that, it is for the super rich. But right now, Brighton, although they got a draw tonight, they can't compete with Chelsea financially. So there's still that unlevel playing field. You see what I'm saying? What would you do to try and change that? Would you try and put a cap on that, or do you think that that's not going to happen?
You see, I kind of like the system that they have over in Germany, where the fans own 51%, I think, at least, of the club, like Bayern Munich and Dortmund and all of these. I think we would benefit from that here in no, not here obviously, but over there in the UK, with Stan Kroenke owning the majority of our club, and the Glazers at Man United, and let me just add one thing before I go.
Yeah,
the football pyramid of the Champions League, I really like it, because teams like here in Iceland, the team that wins the league every year, and the league is like non-league quality, and the league and the team that wins the league.
Playing for Arsenal, bruv.
Sorry.
We know that because Runnison plays for Arsenal.
He doesn't even make the Iceland 11. You see,
well,
this goalkeeper here is still playing for the best Icelandic team, which is like non-league level. So it just shows how shit he actually is. He's not very good. He's not even the
No.
second best Icelandic keeper. But yeah, but the thing I like about the football pyramid is that teams from Iceland, from the Faroe Islands, have an opportunity to make it to the Champions League or the Europa League through qualifying rounds, albeit many qualifying rounds, but they have a chance. So that's why I think
spot on.
Super
Listen,
League
you
is
spoke
really
very well, man. Very educational as well. Like, listen, you know
yeah,
your stuff.
I've been very well educated by you.
Oh, thank you very much, man. Stop it. You're too kind. Listen, thank you very much. Have a nice evening, man.
Thank you for having me on, Lee.
And I want to see you send me a DM on Instagram of the Northern Lights, bro, because that's something I've always wanted to see, and I've not seen it yet. So you have a nice evening, man. Take care.
You too.
What a lovely lad. Let's go. Next. My guy.
My guy.
Put the heating on. It ain't that cold inside. Seriously.
I want to wear my Arsenal colours today, man. Kroenke, get him out, man. Get him out. I want him to sell the club. I think that's the only way forward now. After seeing Ed Woodward leave, now I think it's time for Kroenke to go. I'm sure you would agree. No, surely.
Yeah, I'm not one of these people. I'm not one of these people that's. And you've watched my channel for a while. I'm not one of these people that's like fully blaming him. I know why he brought it into this football club, and it's because of this Super League, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, people that want to come out and say trust the process, it's a process run by an owner they don't like, and there's a lot of people that have been hiding.
And it's a process managed by a clueless clown,
a guy that don't know about football, bruv.
Exactly.
Obviously, it looks like it's disbanding before it even started.
They're both regressing us.
Do you know the one thing I wanted to ask you? Yeah, is that I think UEFA have come out and said that they're going to do a counter to the Super League where there's £4 billion rising to £7 billion. It's going to be a revamped Champions League. Do you know the one thing I took out of that was that, I was like, you've been hiding £4 billion then, basically. So why didn't you do that in the first place? And this is my point with it.
Why now? Why now?
The whole football system is corrupt. It's all about money.
Why has it taken a pandemic to produce this? I think.
Because do you know what? You're right with what you said. Let me ask you a question, because it's all about you. It's not about me. So I'm going to zip it, mate. Yeah. Do you think, real talk, because there's a lot of heat on Kroenke. There has been for a long time, but I think this is elevated it now, and a lot of people that have been silent are now starting to pipe up. Do you think that we will get rid of this owner? Do you think if this Super League doesn't go through, that he will actually sell the club to someone else?
I mean, it would be typical Arsenal to not get rid of him. It would be just our luck. So I wouldn't be surprised if he stayed. But I do think we'll pull out of the Super League eventually after the protest on Friday. Because look what happened with Chelsea today. They forced that Bruce Buck, Roman Abramovich. They forced their owners and their board to pull out. So
they haven't officially put it out though. The only one is Man City that's officially put it out.
Provisional. They've prepared the documents and all of that. Arsenal's fan base is equally as strong, if not much stronger in that sense. So I do think Kroenke will go. It's just a case of when, hopefully.
Big up to you, my guy. Listen, whereabouts in London you at, man?
North London, yeah.
North, yeah? Dirty North.
Yeah.
So you're pretty local to the ground then, I take it,
yeah? Not too far, just about 25 minutes. I might pop down on Friday, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, apparently somebody put it in my chat. Apparently on Friday at 6 p.m, if I can find it. Let me find it quick.
The Arsenal family.
Yeah, apparently on Friday, I can't find it. Apparently on Friday at 6 p.m, there's a fucking protest or something. So listen, last time Turkish set one up, 25 people turned up. Let's see how many people have got the bollocks to turn up this time. But big up to you,
I wish it was a protest to get their manager out as well. If
well, if you get the owner out, the manager would be sacked anyway, bruv. So listen, have a nice evening, man. Nice talking to you.
Man.
See you, man. Bye, mate. Big up to him. Make sure he's smashing the likes up. My guy, look at him. The best teeth on YouTube, bruv. My guy's got the nicest smile, you know. I wish my teeth could stay in my teeth, bruv. Look at the gap, bruv. You can park a bus in there.
I just want to do something real quick, yeah?
Right, you need to be real quick, bruv. I'm waffling on and I'm making these 90 seconds, 180 seconds. You need to be quick, bruv. Talk to me.
Woodward, you're a nonce. Thank God you left, yeah? You smashed the like button, yeah? Kroenke, you're a nonce. The Glazers, you're a nonce. Never deal with football ever again. ever again.
Oh, man's looking to get my channel taken down real quick, you know. Yeah, bro, you must be super excited because, listen, Ed Woodward is somebody that is a figure at Manchester United that is like, listen, I don't condone people going to his house and spray painting his gaff up and setting fireworks off and all that crowd. That's disgusting, especially when he's got kids in the gaff, yeah? Right, but he used to work for JP Morgan Bank, which is a bank that is one of the richest, if not the richest bank on the planet, that was supposedly funding the Super League. He has now come out tonight and resigned. Yeah, so every Man United fan must be having a street party, bruv. Like, I can see the smile on your face, bruv. I wish I had teeth like yours. My missus is a dentist.
It's like we just signed Jadon Sancho. It's like we just signed Jadon Sancho.
My missus is a dentist, bruv. Yeah, she can fix these, but I'm scared of drilling it down and putting a bridge on it, bruv. Like, none of that, bruv. Put me to sleep and I'll do it. Keep me awake when you're drilling that. No. Right. But real talk, yeah. Like, where do you see the future now? Because from Man City have obviously pulled out. They're the only one who have officially pulled out. Chelsea, Arsenal, everyone's apparently, but there's only been one official statement. Ed Woodward resigning. Do you see this being the beginning of the end for the Glazers?
No, because remember, the Glazers are the owners of Man United. That just shows that they still own us. They control us. Now, Ed Woodward might be gone, but that does change a few things, like the way our transfers goes. But that doesn't change the way who our owners are. And our owners are the big people. Ollie's not the owners, the Glazers are. The Glazers make the big decisions.
Oh man, listen, shout your channel out before you go. And I know your parents will be listening. That's why you're whispering, bro, because you know mum's going to come in with that leather-soled slipper, bruv, and give you a back. Yeah, I used to get it when I was little, bruv. Yeah, if I was talking in the sleep, bruv, that I used to get the wooden spoon across the hand, bruv. So you make sure you don't get in trouble. I'm gonna say it quietly. Shout your channel out.
GGMUTV.
You're a G, bruv. Have a nice evening, man. We'll speak soon. What a fucking legend. Make sure you're smacking these likes up, by the way. Listen, we're at 271 people watching. That's a disgrace. YouTube ain't throwing notifications out. Keep pumping these likes up. We've done 17 minutes. Anybody who can't get in backstage, just keep refreshing and trying. Yeah, every time somebody drops out, somebody be allowed in. My man looks bored. Bruv, you look bored, bruv.
Bruv, I'm not bored, man. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Man United fan in London. Fucking hell, that's a shock.
Why, man? I'm happy. I'm happy Woodward has left. Hopefully, fingers crossed that Donald Trump would buy us. I'm a massive Trump supporter.
You're a Trump supporter?
Yes, I love Trump. I love Ivanka.
Bruv, are you trying to get my channel cancelled?
No. No, I'm not. No. By the way, I wanted to ask you a quick question. Why did you cancel your watch along?
Why did I stop doing watch-alongs?
Yes.
Bruv, I'm bored of doing them. I can't lie, bruv. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, like honestly, sitting there for 3.5 hours, looking into a Mac and talking, my throat was dry. Then I do fan cams afterwards, so it was just like, by the time I got off of it, it's like a 7-hour straight looking at a Mac. Then I have to edit little clips here and there. Then I do player ratings with Kenny and stuff like that. So, yeah, man. Whereabouts in London you at, bruv?
I'm in Brent, man. I'm in Brent. I mean, I'm a massive Man United supporter. I love your channel.
What, Brent Cross, yeah?
Fan. Yeah, Brent Cross, yeah. I'm only 5
big shopping centre. I know where that's at, bruv. Just off the bottom of the M1. Come on, you turn right to Wembley. Wembley's our home, bruv, yeah? That's our second home. Arsenal might as well move to Wembley, bruv. We play there so often.
I can't stand Arsenal, man. I hate them so much.
What do you think, very quickly, let me ask you this. What do you think to Europa League? Do you think you'll win it? Or do you think that you're going to crash out to Roma or maybe lose to us in the final? Because we all know that Ollie can't get past the semi, bruv. He needs Viagra.
Well, our win ratios with Ole has improved so much, and our wins has improved. So I believe we can win it this year. I want to face Arsenal because imagine if I try to get slapped up by Ole, PE teacher. That would be funny.
Well, if you're a real one. Apparently, you was on Football Terrace, right?
Yes.
Big up to Terry, man. Terry's a friend of mine. Big up to him. What show was you on? I'll go and watch it.
Yeah, I do watch it. I watch your channel. But one thing I love about you is you always talk facts. I mean, I love when you rant about Achache. I wanted to ask you one question. If Achache was sacked, who do you want to replace him?
If Arteta gets sacked?
Yes, Arteta, yeah.
Ideally, Simeone, but I know my club's got no ambition, hence why third loser is a trophy. So realistically, Ancelotti.
But do you think that Arsenal is a more attacking team? They should hire a manager like Koeman because it's more attacking
Oh, bro,
manager.
Ronald Koeman's dead in the dunya, bruv. Yeah, the only reason Ronald Koeman's got that Barca job is because he's a legend of the club. Yeah, and he's managed before, so he's the bridge to the next guy. The next guy at that club will be an experienced, top-class manager. Maybe I know Nagelsmann's probably going to Bayern, but they will go and get a top-class manager. But listen, bro, I love you on again, man. You're a real one. Man's in Brent Cross, man. Man's going shopping. Big up to you, my guy.
Take care.
Have a lovely evening, man. Big up
You too.
yourself. Come on, real one. What a lovely fella. We've got lovely fellas all over the place, bro. Let's go with this guy. Man's got the cutest smile. Man's got the cutest smile on YouTube, you know, yeah. And you're still not coming in my daughter, bro. I swear, you touch my daughter, I'll find you, you know. You're similar age, innit? You're similar age to my daughter. How old are you? 13?
12.
12, yeah. See, my daughter's 12 this year. I swear, you touch my daughter, I'm finding you, bro. I'll cut that top knot off, bro. Whereabouts in England you at?
Halifax.
Yeah, you told me last time. I couldn't remember. You just put England, bro. Go on. What do you want to say, man? You happy Woodward's gone?
Well, I'm happy about Woodward, but like you're saying about the American owners, they're just in it for the money. And like what you were saying about the Super League, what I want to say about the Super League, it's run by American owners. It's a American-based competition, no relegation, no promotion. If you come first, you don't win anything. The players didn't know anything about this. Players after coming out now, just realising, and even the players don't want it, so this cannot go through. The travel from England to Spain to France, if France are in it, to Germany, to just travelling a lot, that'll cost a lot of money just as travel. But the fans, it's about the fans in football. Without the fans, football's not a thing. So for me, it should not happen. Unfair on the small teams because they don't get to go in it, like Leicester, West Ham, Villa that are doing well this season. And teams are dropping out like very quickly. So I don't know how long this is going to live up to, because it won't like.
Let me ask you a question real quick, young man. Yeah, I love how you speak about football. You're very intelligent for 12 years old on football. You're very clued up. So you obviously watch me and rants. Yeah, fair play. Right, but let me ask you this. Yeah, I was speaking to the father-in-law tonight, and all around the football stadiums, when they cover the seats, babe, can you get my charger for my Mac, please? It's going to die. Sorry. When they covered the seats, it's got the upstairs in the bedroom. It's got the sponsors, so it's got Nike, it's got Free, the mobile network, it's got MSC, some hotel, and albeit that they pay to have sponsorship at the football club, I reckon that they pay a little bit extra to have that covering the seats, which is then covering the cost of not having fans there. Yeah. So I agree with what you say. Without fans, there's no football clubs. But this is where I have an issue. You support Man United, yeah?
Yes.
Man United, thank you. Man United have probably got at least 250 million fans globally. Yeah,
Definitely.
Man United match day fans can be what, 65, 66k, because you've got away fans. Yeah. So on match day, compare that to your global fan base, it's a few percent, if not less, of the global fan base. So you say, cool, and I agree. Listen, without match day fans, Arteta's kept his job. So has Ollie. With match day fans, they probably both would have been sacked. But when you say that football without fans, you've probably got the biggest up there with Madrid and Barca global fan base.
Yeah.
So even though you haven't got fans in the ground, the UK-based fans, and I've gone through this with Wenger out campaigns. Yeah, me and Kenny Ken's in the chat. Big up Kenny Ken as well. Make sure you follow him, Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta and Twitter. Me and Kenny have been at protests, and on Twitter it looks like 50,000 people are turning up. When you go to the ground, there's 350 because of logistics, because you can't get there, you can't like work commitments and global fan base.
Yeah,
and this is why they've tried to peddle it. Obviously, your guy's gone tonight. Let me end on this because like we've overrun, yeah. But let me end on this. Do you think, real talk, yeah? Like, and I asked you this a minute ago, and you said no. I've let you have a few minutes to think about it. Do you think now Ed Woodward's gone? Number one, that you're going to smash the cash, and number two, that you as a fan base can get the Glazers out.
Well, they're family, aren't they? So if one goes, shouldn't they all follow? If one falls down, shouldn't they all fall over with them? If one goes, I think the rest will follow, and I think in the next 6 to 9 months, I think they'll be gone, and I think we get a proper manager in, splash the cash, a few more seasons progress, maybe. If Ollie's not doing well, we get a proper manager in, and he can win something with the club.
Big up to you, my guy. Listen, you're a real one, bruv. I always like listening to you, man. You're very intelligent for 12 years old, and you're still not coming in my daughter. Shout your channel out, man. Go on, go for it.
My channel and testimony that came on earlier is GGMU TV. We do Man United content, fan cams, match previews, match reactions, transfer news, everything that Man United and everything football, really. So it's called GGMU TV, and we really appreciate if you shared it and subscribed to it.
There you go. And look at it. I'm going to end on this comment. James Wilson said, "This is the smartest Man U fan I've ever heard. No lie." And he's probably the youngest you ever heard. He's got the best smile on YouTube. Big up to you, my guy. Have a lovely evening, yeah?
Thank you.
Come on, what a legend. Let's go. Daniel, my guy.
Hi.
To me.
It's just, I'm sad about this whole thing.
Well, apparently it's breaking news that Arsenal, James Benge, who works for Football.London, has put out there that Arsenal have pulled out of the Super League. I'm not sure because I haven't seen it, but a lot of people in the chat are saying that we've pulled out of it. James Benge obviously does interviews with Arteta for press conferences, etc. Do you think this is the start of Kroenke out now and he will sell up the club? Because for me personally, I know you watch my streams, he bought this football club for this Super League. So did the Glazers, so did Liverpool's owners, etc., etc., etc. Do you think this is now the start where we can just circle as fans and get him out? Or do you think he's going to be there for the long haul?
It all depends on the fans. It's the fans' jobs to get him out.
Do you think we can, though?
No, we can't because he's too clumsy and he's
clumsy,
he just wants the money.
Yeah, but now he's not getting that injection from the Super League. Yeah, which is why I personally think he bought it. It's now the Premier League, and we're not in Champions League. We're hanging on by the skin of our teeth in Europa League. We're not even qualified for Europa League unless, like, we fluke or win the Europa League and get in Champions League. Do you think that when the money starts drying up this season, if we don't win it, that with the injection of all this extra fan power now, you don't think we can get him out now?
It all depends on the end of the season, but if the fans go together and the season goes bad, he might leave.
Nah, big up to you, my guy. I appreciate you coming on, yeah? Thank you, mate.
Good seeing you.
Take care. What a legend. Let's go. Who's next? My brother.
Oh, I'm so happy you invited.
Chig, you know. Man's mini Chig, younger Chig, yeah? What are you saying, my guy? Man's got the phones on like Chig. He's got the smile like Chig. Yeah. He's got the COVID hair like Chig right now. You're a baby face Chig, bro. I'm renaming you Chig. Hey, what are you saying, man?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks for having me. This is my first time.
Welcome. The show's all about the fans, mate.
Okay. So before you ask me a few questions, I wanted to ask you questions. So Kroenke, if Kroenke doesn't leave Arsenal, does he affect the whole of football? The whole of football in general? Do you understand? Do you get me?
If Kroenke leaves Arsenal, does he affect the whole of football?
If he stays at Arsenal, does he affect other football clubs like Manchester United, Chelsea, and so on and forth?
If he stays or leaves?
Yeah, if he stays.
I think it's quite damning that the American-owned clubs that have gone into this, I think there's 7 of them: Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United, Atletico Madrid, I think Barcelona are American-owned. I'm not sure. And there's one other. I can't remember who the other one is. AC Milan or Inter Milan, or maybe both of them and not Barcelona. I can't remember. But there's 7 out of the 12 that have gone into this. I think it's quite clear that Sheikh Mansour, his family are one of the richest countries on the planet if you put all of their wealth together. Yeah, they will not be bullied. They will not be pushed into a corner.
Yeah. Because
Roman Abramovich, as a Russian guy, will not be pushed into a corner. this is quite clearly, with all due respect to all my American subs in the chat, and it's not a dig at the American subs, by the way. Yeah, this is an American concept, yeah, of Super Bowl type football, if that makes sense. Yeah. And I think that it'd be very interesting to see whether he stays, because me personally, I think he brought the club, yeah, based on the fact that we were getting into this Super League, and he bought it we invested in it in 2007, but he's been full owner. The backlash and everyone backtracking, I'm not so sure that these people have fucking not thought that through. Of course, they knew there was going to be backlash in it, yeah. But at the same time, it'd be very interesting because Ed Woodward's left now. Glazer owns him. Arsenal apparently pulled out, according to James Benge. Yeah. Tottenham, they built that shining new stadium that's better than ours, by the way, off of the fact that they were going to get into this. So it'd be interesting to see. Obviously, it's like Jose Mourinho. It'd be very interesting to see who moves first, because it's like a game of chess now. We're talking about multi-billionaires, yeah, big, powerful people on the planet that can get big, powerful companies like Amazon, JP Morgan, Facebook, all invested in this. So I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Is that your mum having a go at you, bruv?
My private Zoom. Yeah. Okay.
Tell your brother fall back here on League on the stream, bruv. Yeah. Tell him where's the respect, bruv? You know. Man, your internet's so delayed as well. My guy, come on, give me some final thoughts, man. Talk to me, darling. Come on.
My personal opinion on the whole Glazers stuff is like the whole thing is not going to stop because the Glazers are not yet out. It's just basically the guy that's in charge of the transfers, that kind of stuff. Yeah,
big up to you, my guy. Whereabouts in Nigeria you at, bro?
No, I stay in Canada, but I'm from Nigeria.
Come on, my guy, real one. Big up to you, my guy. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for coming on, man. Appreciate it. What a legend. Listen, Arsenal have apparently put a statement out. Keep smacking these likes up. I want to read this Arsenal statement out. I'm going to get a few more people on. They've issued an apology to the fans, have they? Oh my God. Thank you. I can't reach it. So anybody who goes on social media on a regular will know this clip. Wahali, it's a false image. Yeah, it's a false image. On the outside, it looks really good, but on the inside, it is rotten. Yeah, I put that. This is Arsenal's statement. I'm going to share the screen, and I'm going to get a few more of you on here. Let me share the screen. An open letter to our fans, if it loads. What's going on? Come on. Is it going to load? Maybe not. Keep slapping the likes up while it's trying to load. I can see you all backstage. Job done, we're out. Everyone's saying we're out. Big up to everybody who's put a super chat in as well. I do appreciate it. Even if I don't read them out, I'll always pin them, yeah? So make sure you, if you do that, I do appreciate it. Right, okay, let's go. Let's go. I'm going to get a few more people in as well. Let's share the screen. I can see everyone waiting backstage. I'll put the next one in real quick. Just let me read this out real quick. This is breaking news, bro. Last few days have shown us yet again the depth of feeling our supporters around the world have for this great club and the great game. We need no reminding of this, but the response of supporters in the recent days has given us time and further reflections and deep thought. It was never our intention to cause distress, yeah, of course. However, when the invitation to join a Super League came, while knowing there was no guarantees, we did not want to be left behind and ensure we protected Arsenal in its future. As a result of listening to you, the wider footballing community over the recent days, we're withdrawing our proposal for the Super League. We made a mistake and we apologize, you absolute wet cunts. We know it'll take time to restore your faith in what we're trying to achieve here at Arsenal. But let's be clear that decision to be part of the Super League was driven by a desire to protect Arsenal. Of course it was. It was driven by money, mate. The club you love and support and the game you love through the greater solidarity and financial stability. The stability is essential for the game to prosper, and it will continue to strive to bring security the game needs to move forward. The game needs to be fixed. well, maybe take money away from it and we go back to football. We must work together to find solutions which protect the future of the game and harness the extraordinary power of football has to get us on the edge of our seats. Finally, we know it's been hugely unsettling. At the end of the day, we've been an incredibly difficult year for us all. Yeah, dropping in the COVID one to get out of it. Our aim is always to make right decisions for this great football club, to protect it for the future and take us forward. We didn't make the right decision, which we fully accept. We have heard you. The Arsenal board. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. My guy, what do you make of that, say? You're on mute. Always on mute. Come on, bruv. You'll never make it as a streamer, bruv. You're always on mute. Schoolboy errors in that. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right? How you doing, mate? Oh, the statement was so BS, man. So BS. I have no respect for them. You know, if they even said something like, you know what, we did this because of we wanted the club to gain more financial blah, 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 blah. I can say, okay, I don't agree with it, but at least you're being honest. But for the fans, when did they ask us fans what we want? This had nothing to do with the fans. This was a way for Kroenke to gain a lot of profit without investing any money, guaranteed for 20 years. That's it. That's what he wanted. Imagine he could make more profit than he's making now and spending less money. It was the ultimate dream for them. It was like the American dream, you know. But other than that, I'm obviously against the Super League, but I do understand that we do need a new concept of football. We have to understand that it's not only the UK-based football fans who support Premier League teams.
Yeah.
And the demand is much higher today than it was 10 years, 15, 20 years ago. And I think in the future, why shouldn't it be a North London derby abroad?
You're all for that, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, listen, in everything in life, you have to be creative. You have to understand that evolution happens. It happened with the English League, it became Premier League. It's happened with the UEFA Cup, it's happened with Champions League. Things change, format change. You have to follow the trend. I mean, if you don't do, someone else will do and you'll be left behind. I mean, obviously, we love Arsenal.
Yeah.
But there are Arsenal fans in America that love Arsenal. There are Arsenal fans in Nigeria that love Arsenal. Do they not deserve to watch Arsenal live? We have to understand not everybody can fly and come to England. And even if they could.
Yeah, the logistics, the money, etc.
Yeah. And I think that is something, that's why for me, this just shows that we fans, we need a union, because the club have shown us that they can do whatever they want without talking to us. They didn't even talk to the players.
This is the thing, yeah. And I want to ask you this, yeah, before I get somebody else, because there's loads backstage, and appreciate you waiting as always, yeah. The Villa Lad 2021. If you don't put your camera on, you ain't getting in, mate. Yeah, simple as that. Yeah. But let me ask you this, yeah, because you're right. They didn't ask the fans, and now they want to apologize to the fans. Yeah. Maybe if they'd consulted the fans in the first place, but I don't think that they felt that. Like, I'm not stupid enough to sit here and think that multi-billionaires colluding together and some of the richest people on the planet wouldn't have known there's a backlash. There's not been that much. There's been a massive backlash. But when you think about it logically, yes, Gary Neville can cry. Rio Ferdinand, Sky Sports, fans on Twitter, fans outside the ground, handful of fans outside each ground across the country, yeah? If you're a multi-billionaire, you have made ruthless decisions. Let's be real here. Stan Kroenke relocated the Rams 600 miles away from where they're located originally. How, and this is what I'm saying, how and why has he decided? And listen, I couldn't give a toss whether we're in it or not, bruv. I know we're finished at the top level, yeah? Right. But how have the club bent over and said it's about fans when we've got an owner who didn't care about the Rams fans and moved them, but now apparently he cares? Where do you see us going from here? Do you think he's, and this is what we'll end on, yeah? Do you think we can get him out? Or do you think he's going to stay and ride it out?
I don't think we can get him out. And the reason why I don't think we can get him out is because we have to look at Josh. And when Stan and his wife dies, Josh Conker will be one of the richest guy on the planet.
Fact.
So why would they sell now? They can go a couple of years where Arsenal are not making profit. They are rich and strong enough to get past it. And I think that's why, for me, the message to all football fans out there is that we need to form a union where our voices can be heard, where we have a place, a forum where we can meet.
The Arsenal Supporters Trust, or We Care Do You, but only pipe up when it suits them, bruv, and they get a little champagne invite.
We need a proper union that doesn't care about money, that doesn't care about corporate, that doesn't care about getting freebies. We need a proper union who actually cares about the club and wants the best interest of the club, where we can meet these owners and tell them what we feel and what we think is best for the club. And because if we don't, if we don't, this is going to happen again. And when it happens again, we won't be able to do anything about it, or even worse. But anyway, thank you very much for having me.
That's the thing, yeah. Last summer, or the summer before, sorry, We Care Do You got their little blue tick, got their little statement off of Josh Kroenke, and all of a sudden, the summer just gone, oh, we're not going to post anything because of the pandemic, and we don't feel it's the right time, and blah, blah, blah. Trust the process. Now, all of a sudden, 7 months later, they got the audacity to tweet about Kroenke out, yeah? Get in the bin, bruv, yeah? Absolute waste. Listen, bruv, love to you and your family. Always love talking to you, my guy. Safe flight as well. You're back again tomorrow, innit?
Yeah. No, I'm back now.
Oh, you're back home now?
I'll DM you on Insta.
Come on, real one. Love, bruv. Take care, yeah?
Yes.
Love. What a legend. I love listening to him, man. My guy. Talk to me, darling.
Yo, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Always like listening to your views. So talk to me. The stage is yours, my guy.
Man, I don't like that statement because, look, why did they sign up to this when they knew the backlash was going to come? You know how they did the Project Big Picture last year? They knew the backlash came from that. So if they've been planning this for 15, 20 years, which they have been, which is why we bought the stadium, which is why Kroenke paid off the stadium, because we knew we were going to get this 350 million. He's going to take the revenue, put it in his own pocket, that he paid off for the stadium, and that's why he's taken that grant as well. I think I said this on Twitter or something, but with the statement, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to stop this protest on Friday, because they've seen this online, and now they're saying, oh, we made a mistake. I'm sorry. This is what they're trying to do. And Vinay, he's been behind this apparently. He dropped out the ECA and this has happened.
Yeah.
He needs to hand in his resignation. With Kroenke, I think now he will go. Personally, I think he was here for this.
You think so, yeah?
If it doesn't happen, he'll leave. That's what I think.
So you think that we can get him out?
I think so, because the whole premise of it was the Super League. The whole weekend, do you think, was a 1 year thing? I think, you know that blue tick account? I think the club paid them to shut up for a year. It's just what happened, probably. It's a corrupt club.
Bro, this club, yeah, and you're spot on. Very quickly, I want to say this, right? Anyone who thinks Arsenal is a classy football club, yeah? Let me just take you back to 1992 when the Premier League started. David Dean is still to this day the person who founded the Premier League, the very football that is getting more and more money coming to it, yeah, to the point where rich owners are buying into it without any real checks, really, yeah, to the point where the Glazers can buy Man United off of the back of a £500 million bank loan and put them straight in £500 million debt and write that debt to United. So if they sell, they ain't got the debt. United's new owners have.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is the Premier League that has been created by David Dean. I love David Dean. I've met David Dean. Lovely fella, proper Arsenal. But his son destroyed Arsenal by selling off all of our best players. Fabregas, he was the agent, his son, to Fabregas on Vieira and all them ones here, right? This has been in the pipeline. Wenger had the audacity to come out and talk on being sport about this and that and this and that. Yeah, bro, this is the same guy who told us third losers a trophy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. The hypocrisy I've seen this week has made me wake
Gary
up.
Lineker as well.
Gary Neville can fuck himself. Yeah. And if ever I see him, I'll tell him straight to his face, like I did to Wenger twice when I see Wenger. Get the fuck out, mate. But listen, big up to you, my guy. I love you to bits, mate. You always support me online, yeah? You're a real one, bruv. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening, man.
Yeah.
Take care. What a lovely guy. Let's go. Stephen Featley in the cup. Let's go. Smash the likes up, people. 310 people watching. Make sure you smash the likes up. Subscribe to Stephen Featley's channel as well. S Featley TV. Go. Talk to me. The stage is yours.
You know what? These last few days have made me really feel like what club am I supporting anymore? I mean, just there, like it's all about the fans. Get lost. It's not about the fans. It was about your back pockets, right? It was never about the fans, right? It just makes me think what club that I used to watch growing up is clearly not the same club that we have now. Now, someone told me that the club I fell in love with is where we are now. You tell me why I should be supporting that club if I don't see what I fell in love with originally. That's what I'm fighting with at the minute. It's just, what Arsenal do I see in front of me? Well, it's not the Arsenal I know. You tell me.
And this is the thing, Stephen, right? Like, when people talk about integrity of the game, when they're on 4.5 million sports, BT Sport, yeah, to talk about the glamour ties, yeah, whilst not trying to save lower league football. Going. What's going on with my signal? Sorry, my signal's going. When Gary Neville is sitting there flooding the wage structure at Salford 4 times more in payments every week than any other club in that league, and he still can't get in the playoffs, then he's talking about integrity. When he's sitting there posting his, oh, wine, oh, Super League, oh, we did it. Yeah, mate, man is being lauded as a hero when he played for one of the biggest football clubs on the planet that had the monopoly on the Premier League because they had the most money, right? Then he's got the audacity to sit there on Sky Sports on a multi-million-pound deal and talk about the pyramid. Or did you give a fuck about the pyramid? Rio Ferdinand talking about, oh, it's all about the glamour ties, whilst he's sitting on a semi-final of an FA Cup glamour tie. Yeah, these people are all hypocrites, mate, yeah? But the one thing I will say, and I'll give them credit, because between them and between everyone who has piped up, listen, like I said, anyone who's watched my channel from when this dropped and anyone who's read my Twitter account, I couldn't give a shit if this went through or not. This club's been dead since the Premier League started. Let's be real. Yeah, yes, we've won the Premier League, but when we moved stadium and changed the badge to a toy badge, come on. And David Dean was a massive part of that. Where do you see us moving now? Do you think this is now the time to tie the noose and get Kroenke out? And do you think he will get out?
If this doesn't wake up the fans and realise we got to get him out, I don't know what will. And if we don't, you might as well say goodbye to Arsenal as it is, because it ain't going to be the same ever again. You ain't going to get back the Arsenal of old. So, yeah, we need to start waking up and actually putting our struggles aside. Wherever you are Arteta in, wherever you are Arteta out, put that aside. There's a bigger picture to go on now. We got to look at Kroenke. We got to get him out. Either way.
Let me end on this here before I get someone else in. Big up to you for coming on. S Featley TV. Go and subscribe. Who would you like to see as owner of Arsenal Football Club if he sells?
Well, I've heard that this Dangote was going to try and buy this club this season.
Yeah.
Now I'm not too sure about that, because he said that a couple of years ago that he was really interested. Well, if you really loved the club that much, you would have bought it 2 years ago.
Exactly.
So yeah, that I can't trust anyone at this point. So,
bro, they're all mugs, man. They're all in it for self-gain. Multi-millionaires crying about multi-billionaires. Yeah, talking about integrity when you're fucking spunking 6 times more money on a fucking wage structure in the League 2 club. They're
Yeah,
wankers.
you've
A
got
lot of
people
them
that
are.
are trying to struggle to go to games while living on the breadline.
Exactly, and then they're putting it behind a paywall and trying to talk about integrity of the fucking pyramid. Listen, big up for coming on, man. Appreciate it. We'll speak soon,
Thank
yeah?
you.
My guy, real one. Let's go. LP13.
Hey, my guy, what's up?
France. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Lee.
Bonsoir. What's going on? What's going on, my guy?
Yeah,
I'm
come
really
on,
happy to be on the channel. Really happy, man. It's,
we spoke quite a lot, bruv. It's nice to put a face to the name, isn't it? What do you
yeah,
want to say?
of course. No, it's really good, and thanks for having me on. And listen, I mean, they've been spitting facts, every single one of them, and I agree with them. And to be honest, I'm more of the optimist, group. I think Kroenke can get out. I think it can happen. I'm quite confident, to be honest, because, I mean, look, the money point of view, it makes sense because you make more cash. They said it was what, 3.5 billion for every club that gets into the Super League. I mean, come on.
I think that was 3.5 billion.
Yeah,
staggered. I don't think that was a 3.5 billion up front. I'm not sure. I think it was 3.5 billion divided by the 15 founder members, which is about 230, 240 million.
Right. Yeah,
but that's every season without sponsors, so it's big dough.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, all of a sudden UEFA have come out and said, "Oh, we're going to revamp the Champions League, and we're going to put an extra 4 to 7 billion."
Yeah.
Why have you been hiding that 4 to 7 billion then?
Exactly. Look,
this is the same UEFA and FIFA, by the way, that have had over 600 or 6,000 people die building the stadium in Qatar.
Yeah.
This is the same FIFA and UEFA that held a fucking Europa League final in a non-Europe country. In Azerbaijan. Beautiful, by the way. I wish I'd gone. But it wasn't. Baku is not in Europe. We're now not in Europe. So how we're in a European Super League is even a farce in itself because we're not even in Europe. But do you think this is do you think honestly we can get him now? Like real talk. Do you think this is the moment now where Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke have realised and the Glazers have realised and Joe Lewis at Tottenham? People forget about Joe Lewis, yeah? Joe Lewis lives on a fucking yacht in the Caribbean. Yeah, man never goes to games. But because he's got Daniel Levy doing good business and fucking had Harry Redknapp hanging out of a car window, everyone goes, oh, fuck. Yeah, Joe Lewis don't go to games. And people go, oh, you have to, I wish I had an owner who cares. Well, go and ask Newcastle fans because Mike Ashley's there every week and he couldn't give a shit. So you don't have to necessarily be there. But do you think if one owner drops of the American lot, then everyone else follows suit?
100%. I saw that Glazers wanted to sell. I was like, what? Is that really a thing? I mean, already Woodward left. I was like, that's weird. And then I saw about the Glazers. I was like, no, this is ridiculous. And that made me think and made me hope that Kroenke can go easily as well. Because that's, as you said, it's the whole, like, making it American, making it like Super Bowl, baseball, whatever you want. And that's their plan. That's been their plan for so long. And it's now just falling apart in 20 minutes. I mean, I'm receiving notifications here all the time from Fabrizio. It's mad. It's like AC Milan, Arsenal, they're all leaving. And like, they're probably going to see this and think, well, shit.
Did you see the statement Arsenal put out? Was you backstage when they read it out?
Yeah. And I mean, I had it out. I was like,
we made a mistake. Well, why didn't you fucking ask the fans, mate? And this is the thing, just to end on this, right? And this is no dig against American sport franchises.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
One state, I think Texas is bigger than England. Like, let's be real here, yeah? I think it's bigger than the UK. This is not a dig against American sports, but European and English football fans, not baseball. Like, I don't know nothing about baseball or like, listen, they call American football, brother. It's not football. You use your hands and the ball's the wrong shape. Yeah, real talk. Big up all my Americans in the chat. I've got a big American subscriber base, so I'm not trying to piss you all off, by the way. But that shit don't work in England. And the reason it don't work in England is because we're just fucking thick. Like, we're not thick. We're actually smart. Yeah. And that's not a dig at America, but we don't want the adverts. I put a lot of adverts on my videos. The amount of people, and I've blocked the words, the amount of people when I go held for a review to go, oh, too many ads. Well, when Coronation Street's on and there's 6 minutes worth of adverts in one hit, are you crying? No, you go and make a cup of tea, innit? Yeah, when there's 5 seconds of ads on my video, 5 seconds, calm your tits, bruv. Man's watching Super Bowl. There's fucking the Super Bowl. You could play it in about fucking 40 minutes if you didn't have ads and stop the fucking game every 2 seconds. Yeah. That shit don't work in England. Yeah. And it don't work in Europe. And I wouldn't say this is a victory for football, but it's a victory for fucking bullshit ownership.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm trying to put this the best way I can. I've had a couple of beers and I never speak the fuck. I never get my words out properly. I'm not the fucking most eloquent, bruv. But whereabouts in France you at before you wrap up, bruv?
North.
I didn't even know you were in France, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm English, so it's 50-50. So I live in France, but I'm also English. So I mean, I'm both, which is cool. And I'm right up north, so I'm quite close to England actually. So yeah, it's quite useful.
Big up to you, my guy. Listen,
big up, Lee, man. Keep up the good work and love your channel.
First time I've met you as well, man. I know I speak to you quite a lot, but I didn't know the face. So big up to you.
Yeah, I'd love to come back one day, you know.
Yeah, come on. Nice talking to you, man. Oh, France is beautiful, by the way. Come on.
Yeah.
Real one. Love. Big up to my guy. Let me go. Man's in the Datsun, yeah?
Yep. Can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you loud and proud, bro. Man's had the fresh trim. Man's wicked.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, man's in the Datsun, bruv. What were you saying about
I'll be honest, man. I'll have that Bieber look if I don't do my hair, so... yeah.
Hey, bruv, Justin Bieber's song lasted longer than fucking the geezer Jake Paul sparked out the other night, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't care about those figures, really. It's like, not for me, man. I'm all football fan.
Go on, talk to me, man. The stage is yours.
Like, I don't understand. Like, as an Inter fan, we're probably one of those most quiet clubs regarding this entire European Super League thing. We only have a statement from our vice president, which is Zanetti, our club legend. It's like, okay, we understand you fans. We'll try our best to give you whatever we want. But it's like, what? I mean, what does that mean? That doesn't say anything to me. And our Curva Nord, which is some sort of like our ultras, kind of put the statement outside of the club management or whatever, and they're saying, don't turn us to that NBA shit. I think that pretty much sums it up. The fans obviously do not want it. And from our perspective, it's kind of different. We're not like 100% against it, but the disadvantages outweigh the benefits. So that's how we're looking at it. And it's like, yeah, well, there is that rumor saying that the Chinese company that owns us, by the way, we're not American owned, we're owned by Chinese.
No, I know that.
Yeah, and there are rumors saying that they might like sell us because Chinese government's kind of like prohibiting a foreign investment or something. And it's like, this deal, this European Super League thing, will really make it unlikely. The fact that they will sell us will really increase the chances that they will not sell us. It's like, well, in that case, I'm all for the tournament. But from a footballing perspective, yeah, I don't want it. I really don't want it. It's like, I don't want this sport to turn into another Super Bowl. And it's like, awful, man. It's like football, NFL, NHL, MLS. Like, no one watches it because of the closed league systems. Like, what the hell? We don't want this.
You've just made a good point there, right? Nobody watches it. You obviously live in America as well,
yes? Yeah.
Right. Are you Italian or are you American? But you've got Italian heritage, or like what's the crack, bruv?
No, fam. If I'm being honest, I'm actually Syrian, so I'm more like the Arab side, like of the Sheikh Mansour side. But nah, man.
Whereabouts in America do you live?
I'm currently in a state called Minnesota. If you don't know it, it's kind of like the freezer state. It's like the freezer state of the US.
So let me ask you a question. Yeah, you said that you don't like American sports and you don't like the concept of like.
No, it's not like I don't like the American sport. I don't like the system of the American sport, like the closed league system, like the same clubs facing each other year after year after year with no passion, no relegation. I don't like the system.
Yeah. What made you support Inter?
Well, I have been an Inter fan for like 13 years, man. Like at the time, I was still in Syria. I'm kind of like a new immigrant, if you want to think about it this way. And Inter has really, really huge popularity in Syria. Actually, the Arab world, Italian league is one of the most watched leagues 15 years ago, prior to that Juventus scandal. Yes. So
it used to be on Channel 4 in England, yeah, with James somebody or other, and it used to be fucking Gazzetta whatever, and he used to go Lazio. Bro, back in the 90s, Italian football was the baddest, yeah. That had the biggest and best footballers ever, yeah. Well, listen, just to finish up, yeah, everyone asking me in the chat to check Ian Wright's Twitter. Ian Wright blocked me because he's a waster, bruv. Yeah, so I can't check his Twitter, so I can't see what he wrote. Put it in the chat. But listen, before we go, yeah, where do you see your club going from here? Because obviously, like you're obviously top of the table as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
So you're
yeah.
going to win the title. Where do you see this going from here? Like, do you think that it's just going to be squashed and everyone's going to apologize and backtrack? Oh, I'm so sorry. Or do you think there's going to be big fucking clubs selling, like Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool? Do you think they're going to sell?
Regarding selling, I don't think so. Probably AC Milan, because they're American owned and the fans are not exactly happy with them, given how they're Donnarumma. They're trying to renew him and he's kind of like refusing that. It's like, no, you're not pressing at him. It's like, I don't understand that, mate. But for Inter, I don't think we're going to sell. I think this entire thing will be like cancelled. And in Serie A in Italy, 90% of the people outside of Italy only watch Serie A for these three clubs. And we have a lot of Italian legends like Cassano and Giuseppe Rossi saying that we want to relegate these clubs so they can, as a punishment. It's like, no, the Serie A cannot afford that. It's like, it's going to turn, it's worse than the League Two. The Serie A is going to turn worse than League Two if that happens.
So, thanks very much for coming on. I know you're in the Datsun. I know you're balling, bruv. Your fucking hair, bruv, is bigger than Arsenal's future.
Oh, talk. Yes, man. Yeah.
My guy. Love. Come on, real one. Take care, man. What a legend. Let's go. Epic. Talk to me. Don't be showing me no video, yeah? Let's just go, bruv. You're on mute. These fucking amateurs, bruv. I swear. You're on mute, bruv. Your 90 seconds is running out real quick.
Yeah.
I can hear you. What do you think of Man City being the first club to put a statement out, bruv? Talk to me.
Look, before this, I was ashamed of my club doing this, considering how much scandal we've done before because of like the financial stuff and already people hating us, etc. And yet we still continue signing this horrendous competition. Look, the competition is not the concept. I like the concept of it. Of course, you need the Champions League to be evolved. Football is always evolving, all right. But of course it will be good to have the ECL, all right. But the structure is horrendous because if you notice,
let me ask you a question as an Arsenal fan here, because we had Arsene Wenger, Net Spend FC, yeah. You're a club that are bankrolled by one of the richest families on the planet. Yeah, and this is not a dig at you. I'm just asking you the question. Do you not think it's a very hypocritical to sit there when you've plowed billions in? And listen, you've done wonders. I've been to your ground umpteen times. I've never seen this win, by the way. But what you've built around it, the infrastructure, the training grounds, the you've set up and all that. But don't you think it's very hypocritical that you're talking about this tournament as, oh, it's a scandal, it's this and that, when the only reason you are right up at the top of the table is because you have been bankrolled by a sheikh, which is one of the richest companies and with richest families on the planet? Don't you think that's, and it's not a dig at you, I just want to ask you a real thought. Do you think that's not hypocritical?
I get the point that because we're a very rich club and from a very rich background, etc. But for me, like you said in your point, way before this, Sea fans respected how we respect and we admire how we as fans before we were sort of we are a very strong community. When we were down the depths of as a club, always you see 30,000 at least at Main Road, etc., etc. And then Sheikh Mansour came in and bought us, and here we are. And though I don't agree that much money should be spent in the league or in general football, right? But we cannot do anything. We just got bought by rich owners.
Big up to you, my guy. Listen, there's nearly 500 people watching. Yeah, smack the likes up. Big up to everyone who's put a super chat and shout your channel out real quick, man. So got loads of people.
More importantly, right? We are
it's up an hour and 5, so keep going.
So more importantly, right? Yeah, of course. More importantly, right? Join the Discord server. We are 466 members. We please get that to
get that to 500 members real quick.
Yeah, come on,
be good
Discord server
to get.
link is in the chat as well.
Yeah, in the description. Yeah. If you want to come and sub to me, Epic Nin on YouTube. I'm on 77. Once I hit 100 subs, I'm gonna egg myself. So it's gonna be fun.
On that bombshell, we're done. My guy, what a legend! Big up, bruv.
Oh.
Are you even allowed to be up at this time of night?
Yeah, I'm
You must be
fine.
the
Don't
same
worry
age as
about
my daughter, bruv. Well, how old are you, young man?
14.
Oh, okay, you're 3 years older, and you're a Manchester City fan in Oldham.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you're not a Man United fan in London. What do you want to
Too
say,
many
young
of
man?
them.
The stage is yours. Go on, go for it. Talk to me.
I think the whole thing that Perez has created is a scandal, to be honest. With all these rules, like no relegation, basically no competition, and most of the clubs have pulled out now, haven't they? All the English clubs have.
Yeah,
definitely.
pretty much everyone's pulled out. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What? Obviously, you're a Manchester City fan. I'm going to ask you the same as I just asked Epic Nin. Yeah. Do you not think it's a little bit hypocritical, like Manchester City fans moaning about this when, let's be real, in the last 10 years or so, your club have spent, I don't know, 500 million quid on defenders. Like, you know, yes, you've bought Aguero, who's been there for a decade, but I remember, and that moment was mad, by the way, when he's waving the shirt like Aguero. I remember watching that. I nearly cried, mate. That's one of the best moments ever. But don't you think it's very hypocritical of Chelsea fans and Manchester City fans when they've had the monopoly in the last 10, 15 years because they've spent the most? Man United fans before that, under Fergie, spent the most. The team who spends the most normally wins the title. Don't you think it's hypocritical that Manchester City fans are moaning about it when you'd literally probably be in League One without Sheikh Mansour? Don't you think that?
You could say that, yeah, definitely. With us basically buying success, some people would say.
Nah, big up to you, my guy. I know you waited a long time as well. Is there anything you want to shout out before you go? You're a good lad.
Yeah, you can find me at Dugout Daily on YouTube. I'm on about 55.
Dugout Daily, D-U-G or D-O-U-G?
D-U-G.
D-U-G, Dugout Daily, yeah? YouTube channel, yeah?
Yeah.
Big up to you, young man. Listen, you need
Cheers,
to get out of bed, bro. I swear, if my daughter's still awake, right, and she's 12 this year, I swear, when she gets to 14, she's still awake at 11:30 on YouTube channels, bruv. Trust me, she's grounded. I'll take her iPhone off her. Big up to you, my guy.
See you in a bit, mate.
Thank you, mate. See ya. What a little legend. Come on. Who we got here? Who we got here? Who we got here? My man's laying down, bruv. Like, Robski, yeah? You need to fix up. Shut up, bro.
Lisa, hey, it's an honor to meet you, man. I've
Thank
been
you.
a subscriber for the past year or so. You're a very polarizing figure, but it's all starting to make sense. It's all starting to make sense.
Right, let me ask you a question real quick, yeah?
Yeah.
Why didn't you put the country you're in and the team you support, bruv?
Oh, sorry. No, listen, this is the first.
I'm joking. Go on. The stage is yours, man. Talk to me. Go for it.
Yeah, and I've just it's just been a real emotional roller coaster this past 3 days that I felt that my whole club was being snatched away from me. Slowly. But it's been such a revelation just seeing other clubs around the country come together in solidarity. And I really hope this is a start of something very new. But for me, it really started back in 2012 when Alistair Usmanov wrote a letter to the board and saying he wanted to be a part of the board and he had the best intentions at heart. And I really did believe him. And we went with this complete sleazebag, which I think he's a complete criminal of what he's done. I personally believe.
Do you think? Sorry to cut in. Do you think we can get him out now? Do you think this is the beginning of the end, or do you think he's here for another 10 years?
Right now, my plan is to try and organize something with, promoters or other YouTubers where we can have some sort of campaign to get to sell to. I think Turkish was mentioned about sell Arsenal, so he's kind of building upon that because it's a real strong theme. You know, and you know, one of the ideas I had was like, you know, I seen Real Madrid wave the white flags in the stadiums. If we can have YouTubers and their followers having these white flags in the stadium, just to say that we have had enough, you know.
Yeah.
Because this guy has really sold us down the river.
That's the problem, though. And just to wrap up, listen, you spoke very well. Whereabouts in the country are you from, man?
Oh, sorry, I'm in London. I'm in East London. I'm in East
yeah?
London. Yeah.
Whereabouts in East?
The Olympic Park. So right next to
you're
West
Stratford ends, yeah? They posh that ends up, bruv, yeah? Look, man looks posh as well. I can't lie, man. Stephen Nice, man's got the nice cut, yeah? Man's looking good. So you're in Stratford ends, yeah? Big up to you. Listen, you spoke very well, my guy. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm in my 40s. I'm in my 40s.
So you've supported Arsenal since day.
Absolutely. That's why I love you so much, because I feel, you know, what you talk about is exactly where I'm at. You know what I mean? You talk about like the Invincibles, but prior to that, you got Rocastle and, you know, Tony Adams and that Englishness, which has completely gone out of our game. And I'm just so sad. And sometimes like I watch you guys because it really kind of how we were this great club, but slowly we've just fallen down. Yeah,
Listen,
man.
Big up to you, my guy. Thank you for coming on, man.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Appreciate
it. Have a nice evening. And listen, bless up to you and your family, man.
Thank you. Take care.
Love, man. Big up, my guy. Smash the likes up, yeah? Smash the likes up. If you ain't got a camera on, I'm kicking you. Yeah, this guy's got his head just sitting there, bruv. You ain't getting in unless you show more of your head, bruv. Yeah, Luke, you can wait. Yeah, man's not got his head there, bruv. Real talk. We go with this guy. Come on, Abdallah.
Hi, Lee. Hope you're well. Thanks for
What are you saying, my guy? You didn't tell me where you're from. You didn't tell me what team you support. I swear, simple instruction, bro. You're moving like Granite Xhaka on an away trip, bro. Real talk.
Sorry, I'm from Kingston upon Thames.
Oh, very posh.
Nah, it's a dead area. Honestly, I hate it here. Honestly, I hate it here. But City fan here. Hope you're well.
You're a City fan?
Yeah, City fan, yeah.
I should have guessed from your name. I can't lie. Yeah, it was either PSG or City.
It's all right. Now, I don't like PSG with the whole them against Muslims. I don't want to even fund anything to do with them, any brand of theirs, unfortunately. I'm never stepping foot into the country ever again. But yeah, I hope you're well. Thanks for having me on. But yeah, I've lost trust with my board, with the board, unfortunately. I don't have full trust of them. I have 60% trust with them after what's happened today. But at least people say we have no fans, but we actually forced the board to withdraw.
You were the first ones to put the statement out there.
Yeah, exactly. And people say we have no fans. Back in July, I traveled with my dad about 4-hour journey when the restrictions were lifted, because my dad had to pick up a van because he collects vehicles for a dealership. So I said, I'm only going to get one chance in a lifetime opportunity, and it saves money for my dad for fuel. And I went down there and took a couple of pictures down at the stadium, and it's only once in a lifetime. So I'm grateful, to be honest.
Let me ask you this. I've had a few City fans on. I've asked all of this, yeah? Don't you think it's hypocritical cussing this competition when you have flooded the Premier League with billions of pounds, bruv?
This is the thing I want to tell you. What is wrong with an owner investing in their company? That is what it is. Football is a business. It's investing into a company.
I don't get it twisted. I'd love to have your owners. Every time I've been to the fucking Etihad, I've seen us get slapped.
Can I tell you one thing before I need to go, or you need to add on someone else?
Yeah,
My mum ruined Chesney's career, by the way. My mum ruined Chesney's Arsenal career.
Talk to me. Go on.
Basically, so the last game his last chance was Southampton 2014, correct? That was the last Premier League game. A couple of days before, I saw him in Winter Wonderland with my Arsenal mates. My mum begged him to take a picture with me and my other friend. My mum grabbed him and begged. Ever since then, he hasn't been the same. So he hasn't been the same ever since. That was his last chance. It's no lie. It is no lie. So that's why he's probably ruined.
I swear, you're a bad boy, bruv. How old are you?
Look,
How
I
old are
met
you?
Ospina. I met Ospina in.
Oh, Spina. How old
No,
are
I
you,
met
bruv?
Ospina there. I met Ospina there.
The man's showing. Look, man's got the photo album out. Big up my guy.
I met Monreal at a preseason Arsenal game, and my friend.
Man's met more Arsenal players than Man City players, bruv.
I met Batshuayi as well.
Yeah, come on. How old are you, bruv?
21.
Oh, fucking hell, bro. I wish I was 21. Listen, you're a big boy, bro. Big up to you, my guy. Thank you for coming on.
Stay safe.
Yeah, come on. Same to you and your family, my guy. Real one.
Right,
come on, real one.
Keep up the content.
Thank you, man. Take care. Bro, this is mad. Hey, listen, I've got so many people waiting. I'm just going to rifle through you lot real quick. Anyone else jumps in, I'm kicking you. Like, my guy, man's asleep, you know. My brother getting 1 point at home.
Football 1. Florentino Perez 0.
Chelsea 0. Brighton 0. Lee Gunner FC. His brother's a winner, bruv. Talk to me. Tell me. What are you saying, bruv? Petr Cech had to get off the coach to move the fans. What are you saying?
Yeah, I couldn't be happier. We're finally out of this, what would have been the death of football as we know it. I was at the protests myself.
You was there?
Yeah.
How many people was there?
Thousands. There were
Thousands, yeah.
police officers, journalists, YouTubers. So many people were there.
How many people? How many Chelsea fans? Because I put a tweet out and I rattled the whole Chelsea fan base when they're singing "We want our Chelsea back," bruv. These fans didn't even know Chelsea before Abramovich, bruv. You know what I'm saying? I remember Ken Bates FC, mate. Yeah, when Save Our Bridge and the cars were parking around the ground and all them ones there. And I'm going to ask you this as well. Yeah, don't you think it's very hypocritical that Chelsea have spent so much money? Yes, they're the most successful club in England in the last 15 years, but don't you think it's very hypocritical of Chelsea fans that they're crying about a Super League when you have spent so much money in the Premier League? Don't you think that's hypocritical?
Kind of. But look, the thing with Roman is not a lot of people know this. If Roman hadn't bought us out, we would have been liquidated.
Yeah.
And we were good before Roman came as well. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Gianfranco Zola,
Ken Bates, mate. Yeah, one of them ones. But listen, big up to you, my guy. Make sure you subscribe to Nip and Sharma's channel, bruv. Thank you very much, man. Have a lovely evening, yeah? My guy, let's go. Let's rapid fire.
Yo, let's go. Bow, man. It's been crazy. Crazy 24 hours.
Go for it. The stage is yours. Listen, I've got about 10 people waiting backstage. I don't know how they're still getting in because I want to go to bed. Yeah.
All these guys, bro, they base their opinions of checking standings, goal score, and the occasional AFTV fan cam, okay? These guys so reactionary. Flavor of the month settings, bruv. They don't even know anything. They don't read the articles. They don't do nothing. Everyone loves to hop on the hype train. Oh, yes. Screw this, screw that. No, but like, come on now. Like, for real. If West Ham, right, were to get into the Super League, who would watch them? Only one person. My favorite actress, Mia Khalifa, bruv. Nobody else.
You're not even old enough to be watching that channel, bruv. Yeah, about like, do your parents even know that you're watching that?
Nah, don't worry about that, man. It's all good. It's all good around here, bro. You know, like
it is, bro. You're firing off like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, and all these men thinking Kroenke's about to leave. Hell no, Arsenal is still a business. It's an asset, bruv. Like, don't get your hopes up. That man is not going nowhere. We are a business, not football. It's a business, bruv.
Can I just say, yeah, my whole chat room, right? There's over 500 people. My chat fucking love you, bruv. Right? And I swear down, I'm going to get you to do a fan cam. Yeah.
Let's go.
Real soon. Listen, I can't flood the fan cam ones here because, like, listen, I'm putting out 12 fan cams. It'll just kill it off.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, big up to you, man.
Trust me, I know you messaged Tom in it. Yeah, trust me, I'm gonna get. Yeah, you probably messaged me a million times. I probably ain't seen it. Yeah, right. Yeah. But listen, you're a good kid, man. You're a funny kid as well, right? And I know that you know your football. Don't watch Mia Khalifa, bruv. She's a dead one. She's dead in the dunya, bruv. Yeah.
And
Like,
she doesn't even make videos anymore, bro.
yeah, bro.
She's
Apparently she only
she
got paid about $4,000, bruv. Yeah, that's like
yeah,
extra.
she's retired, bruv. Lifelong injury.
Make
Yeah.
sure you behave yourself. Are you at school today? You at school now?
No, I came back like an hour ago.
Okay, listen. Be a good kid for your parents, yeah?
Yeah, big up, man. Lee, I want to say something, bro. OG
go
Lee, man, trendsetter settings. Nobody else does it like this. The voice gives everyone a chance, bro. Come on now.
Thank you, man. Listen, you're a G, bruv. I love you to bits. You're like my son, bruv. Real talk, yeah? How old are you? 15, innit?
15, yeah.
Yeah. You're a G, bruv. Real talk, yeah? Come on. Big one. Have a lovely
Peace, bro.
afternoon, man.
You
Take
too,
care.
man.
What a lovely kid, man. What a lovely, sweet kid. My guy, talk to me.
Yo, what up, Lee?
Where you at, bruv?
Can you hear me?
Man's taking the knee. Look, man's taking the knee on all sorts, bruv. That man's taking the knee, bruv.
Nah.
It looks like you're on your knee,
like,
bruv.
nah, just my balls right here.
Man's taking the
I was
knee
just
against
playing outside.
racism. Big up to that. Big up to you, my guy. Big up. How do I pronounce your name, my friend?
It's not Od, but you can call me OD.
OD, yeah?
You can call me OD.
Yeah, come on. You're my OD, yeah? Not OG,
Yeah,
OD. Yeah, come on. Go for it. Talk to me, man. What do you want to say?
I just want to say that it's happy days for United fans. Ed Woodward just fucked off, so it's happy days. I was pissed yesterday after the news came out, and a couple of my friends. And today when we heard the news about Man City and Chelsea, I just knew everybody was gonna leave, because like they just need one team to leave, and we knew everybody would leave. And after that, we heard about Ed Woodward leaving, and like Ransom, one of my favorite YouTuber, by the way. I was in his stream, and he was like, he couldn't believe it. I was like, I couldn't believe this. This is absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's just and I'm happy that we're back to normal, and I hope the Super League never comes back again, because the whole football fans in the world was just going crazy, and yeah, that's all I was gonna say.
What do you think now happens with the Glazers?
Honestly,
do you think this is
I
the
don't
beginning
know.
of the end?
Yeah. But like, if you say that, they're gonna put the price very high, so no one can buy it. So they can just use us as a business team. Do you know what I mean? Like how the US would that, like, as much as I'm happy about Ed Woodward leaving, they can bring another puppet and do the same thing. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. Listen, before we wrap this up, yeah, you got Roma, we got Unai Emery. Good evening, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's winning the Europa League, bruv? Is Oli going to get
by
past
the way,
the
by the way, I'm
or are we going to get it, or are you going to lose to Roma and he can't get past the semi, bruv?
I'm the biggest Oli out fan, so I don't know, because like I hope the players turn up. I hope Pogba's one of my favorite players. I just around him. That's all. But yeah, shout out to Rance, because he's my favorite YouTuber, and
Come
you
on,
as
big
well.
up to Rance.
Turkish,
Gang,
all of you guys,
gang.
Saeed, all of them. Shout out to all of them.
Yeah,
Thank
Sai,
you
they're
for
all
having me.
bigs, bruv. Come on, big up to you, my guy. Whereabouts in America you at, man?
California, Oakland, California.
Oh, what a beautiful part of America as well. I'm fucking
Yeah,
slumming
I'm
it, bruv.
I'm just by myself playing. We
I'm
supposed to have
literally
tryouts.
5 minutes from Wolverhampton football ground, bruv. Like, literally, I was at Asda, literally right opposite Wolves Stadium earlier. Big up to you, my guy. Have a blessed afternoon, man. Take care, yeah?
You too.
Real one. Come on. I don't know how people keep coming backstage as well. I just want to go to bed, bro. How are you, man, getting the link? I fucking deleted it. All right, let me read these super chats out real quick. Big up to everyone who's put a super chat in. If I haven't read it out, I have pinned every single one of them. And thank you very much. It's always appreciated. Big up to everyone in the chat who's showing mad love to the people that are coming on stream. Listen, it doesn't matter what you look like. Doesn't matter what you speak like. Doesn't matter what you're wearing. Nobody gives a fuck, yeah? We don't discriminate here, bruv. So big up to Bargev. Big up to everyone on their viewpoint. Learned a lot. Amazing. David Dean in the cut, bruv. If only it was the real one. Yeah. From a Liverpool statement, you can tell that owner were one of the ringleaders. United too. Regarding City and Chelsea, you can see their owners investing in the clubs. Excuse me. Can't say that for Kroenke. Bruv. Fuck Kroenke, man. Let's go. Chiggy Chig in the building. You're the
What
only
up,
person
people?
I'm allowing on this fucking show here without a camera on, because I know you're.
I figured I'd make a little surprise appearance
Yeah, come
because
on.
so many people had been asking me, "Oh, chick, you ain't even
Bro, I
tweeted
swear, I
about
don't know
this
how
thing."
people have still got the fucking link to get in. I've deleted it, but it's saying like fucking people are trying. Bro, I can't do all these people. I'll be here all night.
No,
Go
but
for
yeah,
it.
the only reason that I even decided to call in was because so many people had been like telling me, "Oh, chick, you ain't even tweeted about this." Like, what do you think about it? What do you think about it? And that's kind of why I've got the name that I've got. It's kind of like arriving late to a gangman. It's kind of like everyone's pulled out before it's got going.
My boy Dyer, bruv, yeah, you see the young youth, you said like, yo, well, who's this kid, bruv? Man's talking about Mia Khalifa and you're talking about gangbangs, bruv. This stream's been lit.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, for me, it was always a thing whereby the biggest surprise of the whole thing was them saying, we're going to set this up as soon as possible. That was where I was like, whoa, okay. Because like people acted surprised, like we didn't know this was like football's worst kept secret. We knew that these teams wanted to do a breakaway league. We knew that. We knew this was something that they always wanted to pursue. But I think that was where people were like, whoa, so what could this mean imminently? What could this mean? What could this mean? And I deliberately said, you know what, there's way too many questions here for me to give a succinct opinion. Let's see what happens in the next couple of days. Because if Arsenal are, my personal belief, if Arsenal are the major influences behind this thing, like I think they are, you know this thing is going to fall apart quicker than a game together. And that's exactly what happened.
Quicker than fucking like some of our fucking performances, bruv. Like,
you know what I mean?
Right, let me ask you this, Jig, yeah? Let me ask you this, right? Obviously, there's a protest apparently sorted at 6 p.m. on Friday. We Care Do You have fired up their fucking blue tick account that they fucking got off the back of bullshit, yeah, because one of their family members works at Twitter. Yeah. They didn't care in the summer and they disbanded and said, oh, trust the process, like, oh, because of the pandemic. Everyone's come out of the woodwork, yeah? Right? Big up Turkish, by the way, because he is not swayed one bit, yeah? Right? And big up to you as well, because you ain't swayed one bit. You've always said Kroenke's the problem, yeah? Do you think we can get him out now? Or do you think that he's going to stick his claws in and say, no, we go again in a couple of years and we try it again in a couple of years?
Let's be real here. Let's just call it the spade what it is. The biggest news in the last 12 hours has been Woodward leaving.
Yeah.
So if you are that organization and you see that news, your brain starts to go with you like, oh, we could turn this into a win.
Worked for JP Morgan, which is bank fund, isn't it?
Regardless of whether or not it would actually work, we can make it look like we give a shit. We can make it look like we can put pressure on. Because let's face it, what people forget is at the end of the day, Woodward was a fucking employee.
Yeah. Yeah, paid
employee. It's a completely different. This is a completely different situation. And I don't get me wrong, I want fucking stand out. Believe me, I want to stand. I think people are confused because I don't say it enough. But I'm quite a realistic person. So me and you don't necessarily agree on Kroenke. But why we don't go hammer and tongs about it is because I understand that there are ways to get a football owner out. And I'm not sure we have enough here to be able to force his hand to sell up because, he was one of how many other owners that wanted to do the same thing? Guys, let's be real here. This is one of the ones where I have to say, by all means, protest if it works. I'm with you. But I just don't see that happening. This one is a shaky ground one.
Listen, when are you out of hospital, man? Before we wrap this up, because I've got about 10 people waiting. I want to go to bed, bruv. I was going to do 40 minutes. I've done an hour and a half. It's going to be a 2-hour thing.
So I'm hopeful that I should be out later today. So I'll do a proper video on my thought process about the whole thing, and we'll get into it. And probably me and you will do maybe a membership.
Please subscribe. The link is in the description of this video. Jig, listen, I'm
maybe,
going to bounce, bro, because I want to fucking bounce through these people and
yeah,
get
that's
bed.
all right. That's all right. Maybe you, me and you would do a member stream.
Oh, man, appreciate it. I know you're fucking strapped to a bed and all them ones, bro. Yeah,
And maybe me and you would do a membership stream on the channel,
come
maybe.
on, follow me, man. You got my number. You can text me, bro. Come on, real one. Love,
All right,
bro.
fam.
Take care. Bless. Big up to my guy. Let's go. Yes, back again, bro. What you saying?
Hey Lee, how's it going? Yeah, it's kind of like crazy, but it's kind of funny looking at all these commentators and all these fans saying that UEFA has saved, FIFA has saved, and like these people have done some great stuff. People don't understand that football has taken over money a long time ago. From the time Man City, Chelsea, and all these commentators are earning millions of dollars because of that. They have something behind it. That's the reason. And think about it. This Super League, Perez was talking about it from 2009. From I think about, he's always been behind his back, and all these people agreed, and suddenly they leave. I mean, it's a good concept if you think about it, because I always used to think, why don't Chelsea play Real Madrid quite often? Why don't Arsenal play? Because there are some players who are in their prime, and I would love to see them against a defensive team like Italy, because they play once in 6 years, they get knocked out. So I always like that feeling, seeing these blockbuster matches.
Let me ask you a question, because obviously you're a Real Madrid fan,
Yeah.
The driving force behind this is Florentino Perez, the same guy who stitched up Barcelona for Figo.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the point where if Figo didn't sign for you lot, Barca had to pay you £30 million or 30 million euros.
Yep.
That's how much of a crook he is. He can manipulate and twist. Where do you see? I don't know if he's not still involved with you lot, is he? Is he still involved with you?
Who? Perez?
Perez.
Yeah, he's our president.
He's still your president.
Yeah, he's still our president. Yeah, he's the one. He's the chairman of the league. He's the chairman of the league. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't realize he was still active at Madrid. Where do you see this going? Yeah, because do you think he has to resign now and just disappear, or do you think he can reinvent himself again?
That's a really good question. I really don't know, because even Agnelli, the words that we used for the UEFA president against Agnelli, and the way they, that it's gone so deep that I don't know where it's going to come from, because I really didn't expect the English teams to kind of bail out, saying that they're not going to do it. But now I really don't know how it's going to be, because Perez was supposed to take part in an interview 10 minutes back, but he canceled it. And
let's end on a high, because I've got Cakes, I've got Peter in Lambeth, I've got Gus. I can see you, Gus. Yeah. I've got South Africa in the cut. I can't see your name, bro. Man's wearing a vest. He looks like he wants to bite my nose off, bro. I can't lie. Yeah, man's got the earphones on. And I got Georgia Guna as well. After that, I'm not doing no one, bro. I was supposed to do 45 minutes.
I know. It's been crazy.
Are you going to fucking win the league this season and the Champions League?
League, it kind of looks a little bit difficult because of injuries, but Champions League, yeah, definitely we have a shot.
Come on, Zizou in the cup, bro. Big up to you. Love, bro. I know you waited for a while, and I'm sorry. Listen, there's enough people trying to get in here, bro.
Yeah, no.
I love speaking to you, man. Big up Canada as well. Real one. Bluetooth, bro. Big up my guy. Yo. What are you saying?
Yo, Lee, what you saying, my guy?
That's it. Close that cupboard, bro. Yeah, time to talk. Sit down. Fix up, bro. Fix up. Look, shut up, Dizzy Rascal.
Yo. How's it leaving, guy? This is Lee, guy.
Yeah, no. Wait. Sky Plus it up, bruv. Talk to me about your name, bruv. Cakes.
Hey, you know what? My dad was called Cake, so when I was growing up, my dad tried to convince me when I was 5 to take the name.
What, is that your actual name?
Yeah, my dad was called Cake.
Because your dad was eating fucking hash cakes or something, like real talk.
He used to run as well. That's weird. So I don't even know.
Whereabouts in the UK?
I'm in Manchester. I'm originally from down south, but I'm in Manchester right now, man.
You're a G. Whereabouts down south?
Pardon? I've lived everywhere. Milton Keynes, Tottenham.
That's where I'm from, man. I grew up in Oldbrook. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to Stantonbury.
Stinky Fishermead, bruv. Yeah, I grew up in
Oldbrook. Yeah, I remember with the roundabouts and all of that.
Roundabout settings, bruv. Bruv, I can't believe your actual name is Cakes, bruv.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna think man's like chatting shit, like just trying to hide the thing. That's what
This, bruv. Your old man must have been high as a kite, bruv. Yeah, to call you
I
cake.
know my mom really like tried to convince him not to. And he told me something though, Lee. He said to me that women love it. But you know what? When I get older and I tell girls my name is Cakes, they go like cozy cakes. No. They go like tea cakes. I go, yeah. They goes, wow, what a beautiful name. And women love it. And it's like it just trades cakes. Yeah, is what it is. Yeah, Lee, man, you're buffering a little bit.
No internet settings, bruv. No internet. Dodgy internet. My
It's
internet.
not me,
It's my
bro.
internet, bruv. It's my internet.
I just want to say, Lee, you know what I really like though, bro? You see, like earlier on today, I think it was today or yesterday, you did a live and you were talking about the history of the Premier League. But one thing I always liked about you, it was you. Kenny Ken would do it from time to time, but you always bringing some historical context into the thing. And people, we got short memories, so like we forget all these things, and then we get on our high horses about bullshit, forgetting that we were the ones who were pioneering this shit in the start. And for me as well, I know like some Arsenal history. But bro, I learned a lot from that shit, bro. I even let my boy listen to it earlier on, and I was like, "Yo, this guy's really going in."
See, that's the thing. Everyone jumps on their high horse here, right?
Yeah.
1919, we got voted into the, and this. Let me take it real back here. When football first created in this country, everyone's talking about it's a closed shop, bruv. There was no relegation and promotion in this league when football first created. It was a closed shop, so people can cry all they like. Then you got 1919. We finished 6th in Division 2. We got voted into Division 1 because the fucking guy at the time was on Parliament, bruv. He man's in Parliament. Then you've got David Dean, who was the founder of fucking Premier League football. You've got Stan Kroenke, one of the Everyone talks about classy Arsenal, bro. We are fucking far from classy.
It's a hypocrisy in its finest order, mate. It's absolute hypocrisy. And that's one thing that made me like you when I first watched AFTV. It was because you pulled out the hypocrisy on Wenger, bro. There was too much hypocrisy, bro. I remember one time Wenger said, "Oh, we got to save the wages and all that bollocks." And then when I looked, he was getting paid more than Fergie. But I nearly had a heart attack. I thought, how are you getting paid more than Fergie? And you saying that we got to lower the wages, the hypocrisy. And you call that out, and that's something that I like. And I think people can think about that. I just wanted to ask you something, though, Lee, because we're both.
Yeah, go on, man. Go on.
What do you think should be done to Arsenal, bro? My opinion, I think we take relegation. They should take points. They should fine us anything they can. Maybe it would chase away Kroenke. That's my view on it. Maybe we chase away these guys who are holding on to the club.
Do you know
we
what
should
they should do, bro? Real talk, yeah? Real talk. They should kick us out of Europa. They should relegate us to the bottom of the football league, like they did with Glasgow Rangers. Yeah,
damn right.
Watch how quick all of the fucking wanker fans that have jumped on the fucking bandwagon.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah,
and we get our Arsenal back, bro.
Exactly, we rebuild from the start again, bro. That's
but they won't do that because we're too powerful. Money, bro. Splash it, make it rain,
And when the real fans try to say something, they say we're the problem. And when Turkish was saying, let's go to the protest, everyone was saying, no, you're disrespecting the club and all this bullshit. Yeah. Maybe if we go down the leagues, those wanker fans, like you said, they'll fuck off and go fucking follow whoever else.
Apparently I'm toxic, yeah? Have you seen how toxic social media has been since this Super League dropped?
Mate, fucking people coming out the woodworks. I didn't even people think some people could speak, mate. They're fucking...
listen, I can't believe you... Whereabouts in Milton Keynes did you live?
I used to live in New Bradwell, but I went to
New Bradwell, yeah. Oh, that's near Wolverton and all them ones, and Bradford.
Yeah,
I used to live in Bancroft, bruv. Bancroft, the posh ends, bruv. Yeah, I grew up in the posh
ends. Fuck off, mate. Yeah, we used to go there to nick bikes. That's what we used to do. Because you lot used to live the bikes.
I'm going to bounce, you know, because I've got so many people waiting. I want to go a bit, bruv. I was going to do 40 minutes. I've done nearly an hour and 40. Big up Bluetooth, my guy.
Man, that's love, my guy. Yeah, lovely, man.
You're a fucking G, bruv. Take care. Love, fucking legend, man. Cakes, man. Man's called Cake. Listen, I've got so many people backstage here. I can't see all of you. Real talk. Peter and Lambeth, you're next, bruv. Look at man. Man looks like he's a bank manager, bruv. Like real, bruv. South London settings, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a bank manager, but I did want to talk about more the.
My family are from Dutty South, bruv. My family are from fucking Lewisham and Catford and them ways, isn't it? And Deptford. Yeah, southeast, and my mum's from Wimbledon, isn't it? What do you want to say, man?
Yeah,
Stage is yours.
I just wanted to talk about a lot of Arsenal fans are talking about, oh, they want Dangote instead of Kroenke, and a lot of Man United fans are saying they want the Saudis instead of the Glazers. But what actually people should be asking for is for the government to come in and implement the 51% rule like in Germany. Otherwise, you're just going to be swapping oranges for oranges. You're going to swap the Americans for the Saudis. You swap, a rich British guy for a rich French guy. This is where industries like this, they're unregulated, and that's what they become. They become bloated. You get monopolies. I wouldn't say it needs to be broken up, but definitely government needs to basically copy what the Germans do. It's already there. It already works. Why not take something that's already there, is already proven to work?
Yeah, like regulate it and say there's a cap on this, there's a cap on that. German football. Yeah, I remember like years ago, I used to play FIFA online, and like I used to play like games and like online games, and I had a German guy on once, and I was talking to him on the headset, and I said to him, "What team do you support, bruv?" Like he goes, "Schalke." This was maybe 6-7 years ago. It's probably gone up in price since, but I was talking to him, and he said, "Yo, English football." He goes, "Your fans are crazy." He goes, "But you pay too much." He was paying, Schalke fan was paying to go to an away game. Every away game was capped at €7, and that included your coach travel. Yeah. Let's assume now that that's €20, 7 years later or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still a bargain. You can't get in the Emirates and have fish and chips for that.
Exactly. And
it's mad.
To be honest, I'm not an Arsenal fan, but actually the only time I go to watch Arsenal or go to watch Chelsea or any of the big teams, or it's like even Brentford, it's in the cup games, Carabao Cup games. To be fair to Arsenal, it's about £10. Chelsea, it's about £15. I'll go with my girlfriend, but for an actual league game, whoever I want to see, it's not worth it in some ways. Like you said, if you're going with two people, just getting the train there, that's like £5. You buy a drink each, it's cold day, you buy 2 hot chocolates, it's 15 quid. So they need
It's more of an experience. It's a one-off. Let's go and have an experience at Arsenal. Let's go and have an experience.
Yeah.
What team do you actually support, or do you not support anyone?
Well, to be honest, because my brother and my dad support Tottenham, I didn't want to support the same team as my brother.
Bro,
So I ended up
you've had a nightmare, bro. Real talk, yeah. It's a chicken on a basketball, bro. What's that all about? To there is to do. What does that even fucking mean, bro?
To be honest, the joke is, to be honest, like I said, because I didn't support Tottenham, I ended up supporting Leeds because I got into football in 1990.
My uncle and my cousins support Leeds United.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm originally from Ireland, so a lot of my uncles supported Leeds. That was quite a big influence. And at the time, a bit later, when I got into for example, Gary Kelly, Ian Hart, we had some great Irish players, even some great British players.
Yeah.
So David O'Leary as well.
Lee Bowyer. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. But the main thing I would say for Arsenal, for a team like that, like you said, and other people have mentioned it as well, you were the sort of the British old-fashioned team. You're the Land Rover, you're the Bentley. Even if, forget about, you haven't won titles in a while. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the legacy of it. And to potentially, whereas Chelsea, that's nothing. Man City is nothing. But to potentially give up, I know you've already given up Highbury and, the old marble halls and all that sort of stuff, but to potentially give up the future connected to that, that's playing pretty loose. That's what I'm saying. Instead of swapping 100% owner for another 80% owner or 100% owner, that's not going to work. You're going to need the government. You're going to need people to come in and say, actually, like, you might
step up.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say I left Twitter quite a while ago. I'm not really on Facebook or most social media. This is the first time I've actually done a live call-in thing.
Big up to you, Mug. I appreciate it, man.
Over this last few days, from what I've seen, particularly YouTube, I think social media's been good. Like yourself, AFTV, United Stand, everyone has come together, been seeing football, not seeing their club, seeing actually the impact on football. Thogden, I don't really watch his stuff, but I didn't know he's a Bolton fan. Look what happened to Bolton. Leeds in the past.
Mate, the guy who cuts my hair, and I fucking need a haircut. Yeah, the guy who cuts my hair back in Spain, where I actually live. Yeah, he's an old school Bolton fan. He's probably 60 years old, the old boy. Yeah, right, and he's like literally born and bred Bolton. Yeah, and like some of the stories he's telling me is tragic. And when you see what they've gone through, and how a club can just disappear. Wigan's another one. They're on the cusp of folding. Yeah.
Even from our era, Bolton, JJ Okocha, Nicholas Anelka, Yuri Djorkaeff. So that's what I'm saying. It's all great for Man City.
Big Sam,
Man City,
all the big ones.
Man City,
But listen, bro,
Man City and
sorry to
Supermother.
cut you off here, but I've got
Sorry,
three
sorry,
other
yeah.
people, and I've been going for an hour longer than I should have done.
Sure.
Yeah, I
No
know you
problem,
were
nice
waiting for a long, long time as well. So thank you very much. I do appreciate that
All the
from the
best.
bottom of my heart. Yeah, I did see you
Have a
sat
good
there
night.
for a long time. Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening, whatever it is you're doing, and you're always
too.
welcome on this channel, my guy. Thank you very much, man. You spoke sense. Big up to you,
Thank you
my
very
guy.
much.
What an absolute legend. Right, I've got 3 people left. Gus, RSA, and Georgia Guna. After that, I am fucking done. My missus wants to slap my fucking head off, bro. I swear, I said I'd do 45 minutes. I've done an hour and 45 minutes. If you wankers don't fucking hit the like button, I'm just going to cancel the stream right now. And these 3 people that sat there for half an hour or 40 minutes ago, they ain't getting on. So please just hit the like button. Honestly, please. Just hit the fucking like button. Tomorrow, I'm on with Matisse and Corey and Tobes. Tobes is going to be whacking one out to Jose being sacked, bro. Yeah? Like, please just hit the fucking like button. Let's go. How many likes we got? Let's go. I sound like Harry Kane. Come on. How many likes we got? 427, 431. Keep pumping them up, man. Pump up the likes. Look at my man holding up his... What are you doing, bruv? Real talk.
Ayo.
Take yourself off mute, bruv. Yeah, schoolboy error, bruv. Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? You
Ayo,
got nice
bro.
teeth, by the way. Yeah, my missus could sort my teeth out. Yeah, but I have
Yeah.
to be put to sleep for her to do the bridge and fucking do the nice Simon Cowell, bruv. Yeah, my teeth are fucking horrible. Yeah, I can't be awake when she's fucking nah, bruv. No. Yeah, go on, go for it, bruv. Talk to me.
So the main thing I want to get across here is that this has really shown that if the people want it, they can get it. I think some guy on Sky, I think it was Carragher, he said, although I know obviously particularly you weren't very happy with the people on Sky, which I have to say to a certain extent I agree. But this one thing he said is that, you know, if they want it, they can get it. So for me, I've really loved what I've seen from the fans, how everyone's come together, because this is not some stuff you'd see in America. And touching on America, I do want to say that the investors, they have come here. They've started to put their American touches on the sport. I do want to say, now the idea of finishing 5th in your league but still having a chance to play a playoff to win the league is so unappealing to the Europeans. But it's it's absolutely massive in America. Now, here I'm not for it here personally. I think eventually it will work out, but I think people will come to like it. But I'm just not sure about it. But I do want to say,
do you think this is the beginning of getting Kroenke out, though? Do you think that, like, now they've put the statement out saying, "Oh, we made a mistake"? Do you think this is the beginning of Stan and Josh going, "Oh, we misread the room. The fans ain't having it. They're going to protest. They're going to do this. They're going to get mouthy and they're going to get vocal. Let's get out of here before we fuck up, and we can make a profit by selling it now anyway, even without the Super League." Do you think they can get out? Do you think they will? Do you think they'll sell it, or do you think they'll try again?
I'm not sure what more they have to really do with their football club, because they came in to do the Super League, but that really hasn't worked out quite well. And you know, now they're gonna go. And I think, dude, the Jose thing, don't you just feel like that was rushed as well? Like
Jose's a clever pussy, old brother. Real talk. Man told his wife, do you want to go for lunch? Yes, I'll go for lunch. Okay, cool. I will go and tell Tottenham. Do you see the Tottenham with the chicken on the basketball? I would tell them that I'm not taking training because of this European Super League.
I played in the box.
I will be back home by 11:30. I will pay 25 million in the bank. Fucking come on, bro. He's been looking for a way, and now he's done it 6 days before a fucking final. So then, if they lose the final, well, I got him there. Yeah, clever as fuck, bruv. Yeah, clever as fuck. Listen, thank you for coming on, man. Listen, I really want to wrap this up, but I've got 3 other people waiting as well. Go for it, man. Final
Thank you.
thoughts.
Sorry, I have like a connection, but and basically what he's told me is that Jose may have gotten into an argument with Levy and told him to go F himself, and like over the Super League.
You're a G, my guy. Big up to you, my friend. Thank you for coming on, man. Appreciate it. What a lovely fella. Listen, some guy called Abdullah. Yeah, my man sneaked in backstage here. I don't know how you got on, yeah, but you're the last motherfucker that's coming on this channel, yeah. Anyone who sneaks in backstage, I'm sorry, I ain't taking you. Listen, I've done an hour and 5 minutes longer than I should have. Talk to me, my guy.
Hey, what's up, Lee? I think sometimes you play yourself because
you silly, bruv. Yeah, real talk. You were like backstage, bruv. Yeah, go for it.
Oh no, I'm not angry. It's just like 1 a.m. and I don't usually come onto streams, but because you're so cool, I thought let me join. What's up, Master Splinter? I just wanted to say, I've got a few thoughts. Well, yeah, you're Master Splinter with the Red Army, you know.
Should we get Master Splinter in the cut? Go on, talk to me. I'll get Master Splinter in the cut while you're talking to me. Go on, babes. Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, I've just got a few thoughts. The first, being a United fan, hearing that it is gone, I was kind of shocked. I didn't want to believe that until I saw like a couple of reports. That's great, and I was kind of hoping that the Glazers would follow him out, but we'll see. And then I just wanted to say something regarding what Bamford said. I think it's interesting. It's funny how when people's money was affected, we all just lost our minds. But when racism happens in the game, or sexism happens in the game, it's just we ban a guy for 10 days and that for 10 games and that's it. So I just thought that was an interesting thing that Bamford said, and I just wanted to bring
Let me
that
ask you,
up.
because you've just made a great point here. So the guy that racially abused Kamara, who came through our youth academy at Arsenal, yeah, he got a 10-game ban. Kamara punched him up in the tunnel, apparently, yeah, and got a 3-game ban. Trippier told his mates to put a bet on some fucking game or something, yeah, got a 12-game ban. Bruv, if they wanted to kick racism out of football, they would have kicked that pussy hole straight out of the game and said lifetime ban, isn't it?
I think first of all, the club should have got rid of the player, because if I did that at work, I would get fired.
100% gross misconduct.
Yeah, so he should have lost his job over that. I think that's one of the ways you're gonna get people to learn, because if you do this and people only get like a 10-game ban, it's kind of like I can be an idiot and I'll still get away with it. So he should have lost his job, and then the club should have also been hurt, because like I said, we see that when people are financially affected, then we actually start to behave or we react, because even the government in the UK is even responding themselves. So I think they should have taken those kind of drastic actions, because honestly, what is 10 games to a player? Whereas because football is maybe 30 years old, you'll be lucky to get to 30 years old. Should have taken years off his career if you can't give him a lifetime ban. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and listen, 100% we're on the same page, bruv, yeah? And you look like you're a big guy, bruv, so I ain't fucking with you, yeah? Because you're, yeah? You'll be like, what? Yeah, man's on road, bro. Yeah, what? You sense this, bro. I ain't fucking with you, bro. You're a big guy. Listen, you're a big boy for coming on the channel, man. It takes balls to come on and put your face on camera. Big up to you. I know you waited for a long time as well. So, listen, I was only supposed to do a fucking 45 minutes thing, bro. I've gone an hour and 7 over, bro. The wife's gone to bed. Mumsy and Pops are in bed. Bruv, I've been trying to go for a piss for about fucking hour and 20 minutes. I might even wet myself, bro. Big up to you, Mike. Let me end on this, yeah? Who's winning Europa League?
United. I have to be biased. It's United.
Big up to you, my
Cheers,
guy.
man.
Come on, you're a real one. Thanks for coming on, man. Take care. Right, 2 more people left. Georgia Guna and Abdullah, who sneaked in back door. Man's got his shades on indoors and all sorts, you know what I'm saying? Georgia, come on.
Lee, what's up, my boy?
Bruv,
this your boy Big Dowels, man.
I didn't know you were from Georgia, you know. You come in with that McDonald's fucking sign, bruv.
Yeah, man. Hey, day one, man. I was with you with the last channel that got deleted, man.
So
bro, I'm a day one, man.
You've been there since
the beginning, dog.
You're
yeah, man.
You're my guy, you know. Real one.
Man. Appreciate it, bro. Man, what a crazy ass day, man. This shit was insane today, man. But you know what? I want to say something, man. All this shit went down today, man. But people need to remember, man, we've had a shit season.
This has been a completely shit season. And I think a lot of people have completely, and Crockett's probably gonna let this shit just wade over because he likes to hide behind shit. I'm over here in the States, man, so I see how he operate full force over here, man. He ain't hitting on shit here, man. I'm a Patriots fan. We kicked his ass in the Super Bowl, so I ate that shit up. I ate that shit up. So, but
it up with a straw, yeah?
Yeah, man. But yeah, it got that southern draw, man. But you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you like this, my boy. Some changes got to be made around this club, man. They got to be fucking made. And I'm talking from the top all the way to the goddamn bottom, man. I mean, we are riding to the core, man. For the last 3 days, Lee, I've seen people on their high horses. I've seen you wafer, oh man, this is wrong. When you had a chance to sanction the shit out of Man City, then do a damn thing. You had a chance to sanction the shit out of PSG, then do a damn thing. You had a chance to sanction the shit out of Barcelona, then do a damn thing. And you got all these teams. That's just fuck financial fair play. Just fuck it all the way across the board. But now all of a sudden, when this shit go down, everybody's like, "Oh God, what am I gonna do?" So what I'm saying is that all this energy that was placed out to start this shit, that same energy need to be to raise hell with UEFA, FIFA, who got all these folks dying over there building stadiums for a World Cup that was bought off, and all that bullshit. It needs to be cleared up, man. Kroenke needs to be out of this shit, man. He ain't spending no goddamn money, no way. This was his plan from day one. He ain't spending a damn dime. I'm telling you, I'm over in the United States. I know how this fool operate. Yeah, the Denver Nuggets in like 3rd or 4th place. The Lakers, my other teams. I don't know if you can see the poster. We're gonna send their ass home. That's another ass whooping they get, and it's gonna be the same old shit. I wish he would put the same energy he put into these shit teams over here in the States into our club, because it doesn't make any damn sense, man.
Man moved the Rams fucking 600 miles, bruv, yeah? You see in England, yeah? If man moved Arsenal from London 600 miles north, yeah? That'd be fucking top of Scotland, bruv. Yeah?
Yeah.
Country.
We'd be out there
The
playing
Americans
Celtic.
let it happen, bruv, yeah?
Yeah.
You see today, right? Listen, I wasn't for or against it. I couldn't give a shit either way. My club's dead from what I grew up on, yeah? Right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just going through the motions. I love football, bruv, yeah? Right? But I hate Arsenal Football Club with a fucking passion. Their fans are a bunch of dickheads, most of them, yeah? Right? All the real ones watch this channel, by the way. Big up to you, yeah? But it's like, everyone's like come out the woodwork. All of a sudden, Tim Payton, the AST leader's gone to meet Boris Johnson. Fuck off, man. Yeah. You absolute wet wipe. Yeah, you get in the fucking AST meetings and you don't say shit.
Shit.
Yeah?
Not a word, man.
You remember the fucking viral video that fucking went mad with AFTV where Chris Hudson went and Tim Payton can resign from the ASTV.
Day one.
Bollocks all summer. Yeah. Guess what? That was about fucking 7 years ago. The cunt's got the fucking audacity to bounce back on that channel, yeah?
Yeah.
Right? And go, oh, yes, Robbie. Oh, yes, Robbie. Fuck off, you absolute waster, bro. You're all about the fucking tea and biscuits at the fucking AST meetings. And, oh, look at me. Oh, I am the leader of the AST, you fucking ponce. Yeah, why don't you stand up and fucking say something when they're sat in front of you? And if it means you get kicked out the fucking football club, yeah, and you get dragged out by security, kicking and screaming, at least you fucking said your piece. You're a fucking waster. Then he's got the audacity to go and meet Boris Johnson today.
Yeah, of all folks.
Payton, bruv.
Yeah.
Tim Payton don't speak for me.
Yeah.
The guy's a cunt. Yeah? I don't even give a shit. I say it. Tim Payton can go suck his mother with a straw, bruv. He don't speak for me as an Arsenal fan, yeah? That guy's been in hiding for time. As for fucking We Care Do You, yeah, We Care Do You only got a blue tick because one of their fucking kids or one of their family members works at Twitter, so got them verified. I know the people who run We Care Do You.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fucking embarrass them by saying who they are. I know them fucking motherfuckers, yeah? They held a protest that 12 people turned up to, bruv, and I drove past and started laughing. I was like, you wasters, bruv, yeah? But these people haven't tweeted since October. All of a sudden, they want to go, oh, Kroenke out, Kroenke out. You absolute scumbags. When I was tweeting and tagging these cunts all summer last year, and even though I wasn't Kroenke out, yeah, because I see the bigger picture. When I'm tagging these pricks, they then put a statement out going, oh, because of the global pandemic, we don't feel that it's right and blah, blah. Yeah, all of a sudden today, they fire up the fucking account and go, yo, Conky out. Get in the fucking bin, you absolute pussy hours. But listen, I have got one guy waiting backstage. Final thoughts, my guy. Come on.
Hey, man, I just want to let you know, man, I've been rolling with Arsenal since 97. So I'm from the old school. I know about this shit you talking about. Old school, man. Yeah, I know about what it was like to go up the fucking up to the top and come all the way fucking down to where we at now, the shithole. So, you know, I'm still a Gooner for life, man. We're still going to ride this thing out, man. I think if Arteta can get his head out of his ass, we might have a chance to win this damn Europa League. That's if he can get his ass out, get his head out of his ass. That's it,
bro. You're a G, bro. I like you, man. What's your actual name, bro?
Hey, my name's Matt, man. I told Chig about 5 years ago on his channel. If you watch it, he'll laugh. He'll remember this shit. I told him, I said, Arsenal is gonna go the way of Newcastle. We ain't fucking careful. We're gonna right down that goddamn path. Watch what I tell you, man. Y'all remember Newcastle was winning shit, man. Then all of a sudden they just went down this shit. Oh man, they just been there ever since, dog. Peace out, bro. Keep up the good work, man. Love you, bro.
Bruv, you're a fucking big boy. Come on, real one. Bluetooth, bruv. Take care, man. My guy, Georgia settings, bruv. Make sure when I come to Georgia, yeah, you better fucking see me at the airport, bruv. Real talk.
Hey, bro, I will pick your ass up, man. And I'm gonna take you to get some good soul food, my boy. We'll holler at you, man.
Have a lovely evening.
You too, Doc.
What a legend. What a fucking legend. You're the last caller of the night, my guy. Man's put his shades on and all. Abdullahi, yeah? Abdullahi. Man,
yeah, that's how you say
bro, that's like Wahali, yeah? It's a false image, bruv.
No, but anyway, let's talk about Arsenal, innit?
Yeah, come on. What do you want to say, man? You're the last caller I'm having on, bruv. I was going to do 45 minutes. We've done over 2 hours, bruv, yeah? So the stage is yours for the next 3 minutes. Go on. I'll let you do 3 minutes. Go on, go for it.
First of all, Arteta out. Just want to get that in first.
Thank you, Red.
For the Super League, I wanted it to happen, you know.
You wanted it?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna happen, and then all of a sudden, everyone just backstabbed Perez, and that guy's an alpha. He's a proper alpha. The things he was saying and stuff like that. But now the Super League's not gonna happen. We're in trouble because the money we're gonna get, even though apparently we got a fat paycheck from UEFA, but now apparently we're not even gonna get enough money and stuff like that. Like the money that.
Go on. Sorry, go on.
The money that the Super League want to pay us. It was something like 350 million pounds or something like that.
Every season.
Every season, yeah. We could have bought everyone. We could have bought Grealish, Maddison, all of those guys.
Do you think now that we're obviously not going to be a part of it because we put the statement out saying, "Oh, we made a mistake." What a bunch of fucking spineless bastards, bro. Yeah. Do you think now that opens the door, because this is the reason Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham have owners that don't really give a shit. They just brought in because they thought they could make this. Do you think this opens the door now to an exodus of all of these American owners fucking off and other owners coming in, or do you think that we're stuck with Stan and they go again?
Personally, I think Stan's gonna stay unless people. Like the protest that are apparently going to happen on Friday, if everyone turns up and makes a riot or something like that, then until then, I don't think he's going to leave. We're stuck with him until someone actually really wants to pay up like that. The African guy called, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but the African guy, he said he's going to buy Arsenal every single year, and then I don't know what he's doing now. But until then, we're stuck with Conky, and we have to like pretend to be Conky in and Conky out, whichever way the weather turns.
But you're a G, and I know you snuck in back door. You know, yeah. I don't know how you people still get in back door, bruv. Yeah, because I just saw the
link. I just saw the link.
Yeah, where did you see the link? Tell me.
The link was on the pin. I just clicked on it. I saw it on my phone. Turned on my laptop straight away.
An hour ago, because I wanted to go to bed over an hour ago. But I've done 2 hours, bruv. I deleted it after half an hour, bruv, and everyone keeps jumping in back door, bruv.
Yeah,
because I'm a nice guy, I let you all on. But, man said the link's still pinned. No, it's not. I fucking deleted it off YouTube, bruv. About links still pinned.
Do you think we can still win the Europa League?
Yes, I do actually. I do think we can still.
Yeah, I think we can win it as well. Because before I used to be
a lucky bastard, bruv. He's gonna fucking win it.
Before I used to be with Arteta before that, before until recently when I started seeing all the decisions he's making and stuff like that. It just doesn't make any sense. Like he's saying, well, like his press conferences are all just lies now. Before they were like a breath of fresh air when you used to watch it.
Yeah, first week, first 2 weeks, first month.
Yeah,
after that, he started.
Yeah, I was
But listen,
listening, and then they started
I
getting
want to
boring.
go at bed, bruv, yeah? And
Yeah.
I can't because I've got some other pussy old called Alexander Gomez jumping backstage. Yeah, he's a real one. My guy, listen, bless up to you, my guy.
Yeah, thank
I'm
you
not
for letting me on.
more fucking people. These people can keep jumping in. It's 12:30, man. I've been doing 2 hours, 5 minutes. The last person I'm doing is Alexander Gomez, bruv. You're a G, bruv. Thank you for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Man.
Thank you. Come on, man. Real one. Alexander Gomez has bounced. That's a result. I can go to bed. I'm not doing anyone, bruv. Like this, honestly, I don't know how you fuckers are still getting the link. Next time I'm not pinning it. I'm just going to put it in the fucking thing. And if it's first come, first serve, bruv, I wanted to do 45 fucking minutes and I have done 2 hours, 5 minutes. You lot are taking the piss. Bruv, you're in. Go. Go, man. Man's got the hamster on the fucking internet wheel, bruv. Talk to me, Yusuf. Man's Wi-Fi is moving like Granit Xhaka, bruv. What are you saying, Yusuf? Layers. Ain't got time for this. Man ain't got a camera on, so you can go. See you later. Man's done in the dunya, bruv. Man's done. Man's done out here, bruv. Yeah, we're done. Man's done. Man's done. There's nobody backstage. See you later. Listen, thank you to everyone who has watched live. I appreciate it. I'm wrapping up. I don't care if you come backstage now. You can fucking suck out. I have done 2 hours, 5 minutes when I was supposed to do 45. We move again tomorrow. Make sure you tune in to the London's Club Carnage. This fucking dickhead, bruv, I can't let this guy go. Bruv, I can't let this guy go to the fucking sound. Like, real talk, turn me off, bruv. I can hear myself. You're the last person I'm speaking to. I don't care anymore, bruv. I'm dragging with it. Just fuck off. Yeah.
Late, you know, I just wanted to add my 2 cents to this ESL. Personally, I wanted it to happen to a degree to get some of the racism out of football and, you know, all the things that's bad with UEFA. And they're just as corrupt as these individuals. But on the bright side, what I will say in closing is I've heard that Woodward has either been sacked or he resigned.
Yeah, he resigned.
And I heard that some of the clubs are up for sale because of the backlash. It's kind of tainted with the owners that they are offering. I don't know. It could be just another stunt, but I don't know. That's what I heard. So this is the perfect time to start the Cronky Out Brigade once again.
Do you think? Let's say Laser goes first, then Cronky goes, then the Liverpool guy goes, then Jokerist goes, yeah? Or do you think that they're all going to hold firm and go, let's sit back for a couple of years and then we'll push it again in 2 years?
I mean, personally, this Super League is going to happen. It's just a matter of when. It is going to happen. The Super League. I thought they were a little bit arrogant. I think they were a little arrogant with how they did the launch. I think it was very arrogant. Like, we have more money than you. We have Jeff Bezos. We have Mark Zuckerberg. I think they came in and just, you know, strutted their stuff a little too hard. I don't think they did proper planning because these guys are all multi-billionaires. Everybody know that UEFA, Lona, and whatever kind of name you want to give the corrupt organizations, they aren't worth that much. So why didn't they try to buy them out? I don't know.
It's mad. It's mad. Where do you? Let me ask you this. I know I asked you the other day. Yeah. Are we going to win the Europa League and fluke our way with fucking Mikel at the wheel, bruv, back into the Champions League? Or are we getting knocked out and it's just the same roundabout that Turkish was talking about?
personally, I have a belief like you. If we're not going to win the Champions League, I don't want to be in it. What's the sense? What's the point? If we're not gonna spend the money and get serious, what is the point? I think if we win the Europa League, we should sack Mikel. I think we should sack Mikel anyway. Tottenham sacked Jose yesterday morning and they have a cup final on the weekend. Sack him now. We're never gonna go anywhere with Mikel Arteta or this board. I'm not confident in any of them. So maybe the Super League ruffled a few of the feathers that needed to be ruffled, but we'll see what happens as the plot thickens. I think there's another twist to this, Lee. I think there's another twist.
There's another twist, bruv. There's another twist. Listen, Izzle, bruv, I need to go to bed, bruv. Yeah, real talk. I said I'll do 45 minutes. I've done 2 hours, 10 minutes, my guy. Yeah.
The only reason why I came on is because I wanted to say something on the Super League. Because I missed the other one on Sunday.
It's only because I see you backstage and I know you from day, innit, yeah? On the FIFA street last year in lockdown, telling me what players to buy on career mode. Yeah. No, Gunner, don't do this. But that's the only reason you got in, because there was no one backstage. Listen, I'm bouncing, bruv. Peace to you and your family. Love to you and your family. I'm going to bed. Big up to everyone in the chat. I've done 2 hours, 10 minutes on a 45-minute stream. You motherfuckers, yeah. I swear, my missus is probably going to fucking kick me out tomorrow, bruv. Yeah. Big up to you. Big up to everyone. We're out of it, man. I'm gone. Love, bruv. My guy. Fucking big up everyone. I'm going. Later.